What's up, YouTube? I know you guys missed me last night, but Crystal and I, we had the Halloween festival going on out there at the church. As you can tell, Billy's trying to hide. Uh, I did send the um, link and everything out to Cajun and a couple other people. So just waiting on, I guess, Cajun to wake up from his nap. I'm waiting on a few more people to get in here and everything. So talk about what I found out today that I knew about a few months ago. I was kind of hoping I could be one of the channels out there to, hey, cool gamer, um, hey, Randy. But I was hoping to be, like I said, one of the channels out there that break the news and everything as far as what Harbor Freight was going to be doing. I've known about some of this, some of it for a while. I just didn't say anything. But yeah, like I said, last night, Chris and I, we had our the Halloween festival at the church, so we had to be out there like 4 o'clock. We didn't get home till 6, or not 6, but we didn't get home till almost 10:30 last night. Hey, KCB, how you doing? Uh-oh, lost money. Um, yeah, Randy. Usually I don't go live on Tuesdays, but since I didn't go live last night, and like I said, with the video and everything I saw today, like, okay, I want to get this done before someone else goes live tonight at 7 o'clock. So figure talk about it. No, Casey, right now I'm not. Still not back at work yet. Still working on it. Um, we can talk about that also later. Um, but like I said, the main thing I wanted to get up here and talk about is, hey, Junkyard. Um, well, about hour and a half ago, Jeff King from Denner Tools put the video out. He's actually there in Vegas right now, and he's at the SEMA show. Well, the representative for toolboxes and everything for Harbor Freight is at SEMA, and they've got they're talking about some of the new U.S. General toolboxes that are coming out, and that's what I wanted to be able to get out there and talk about before anybody else. And she's letting the dogs out. Yep. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? It's actually afternoon for me. I don't know what time of the day. Let's see, okay, so it'd be evening time for you. But yeah, like I said, that's what I want to be able to come on here and talk about, and see what how many other people are on here. See if they'd be willing to talk about it too. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I know the perfect person. Let me see if I can get a hold of him. Like I said, I've already talked to Jeff King and everything. Just bear with me. All right, yeah, that's right. You're only 5 hours ahead of me, or behind. Yeah, ahead of me now. Until we do the jump, ahead an hour. which is this coming weekend, then you'll be 6 hours ahead. Like Lorna. And I have no idea where Cajun's at. I don't know if Missy's woke him up from his afternoon nap or not. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, fall back. Anyway, it's still going to be a 6 hour time difference. Yep, there's Chris.
Yeah, I figured I'd take the dog out before I did anything else.
Yep, like I said, we know who let the dog out.
Well, better take it out than you have to clean up the bedroom.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. No, I don't want to do that.
Okay, so.
Anyways, yeah, but with
Hi, Tommy, Casey, and Necromancer. Hi, guys.
Yep.
Hello, Money, not my sweetheart. I'm going to finish this side, and then I'm going to make your mittens and get them all out to you.
Yeah, and the reason he's got his mic muted is because he's got a house load that's really being noisy.
Oh, normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, no, the household ain't sleeping, so that means it's noisy.
No, it's my nephew.
Little one?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if Crystal's seen the video yet.
I saw the pop up but I haven't watched it.
Right. And I saw the pop up and it was like I was on the phone with Spectrum, and that's something else I can tell real quick. Good news on that. We're basically telling AT&T, take it and shove it where the sun don't shine. Because with everything that they've done and what they haven't wanted to do, yeah.
Yeah. Called on the 26th to pay on the DirecTV account. They paid it on the AT&T UVerse, which is the internet account. The next day is when we figured all that out, where the money actually went. Okay, it's going to take 5 days to process the request to take the money from the UVerse to DirecTV. And then it can take 1 to 2 billing cycles, in other words, 1 to 2 months to actually get the money on the DirecTV account. Okay. Fine. She gave me a refund, which has already hit the bank. And our landline has been disconnected, apparently.
Yep.
We were told it was disconnected in July, but we have gotten phone calls since then through there.
Yep, through the phone line.
And calling back, I literally from the 27th until this morning, when I called this morning around 10, I'd spent about 5 hours actually on the phone.
Yes, hey, D. Yes, D. I did start live earlier.
I'm Mary.
I found out about some information. It's like I had to get it out there. Get back to work.
Yeah, and
you yet, unless you're not at work.
And while I'm trying to figure out what's going on and calling and being kicked out, calling and kicked out and bounced and bounced and bounced, I literally went to like 5 different departments today.
Right, and I was on the phone same time with AT&T.
No, we're not going with HughesNet. We've heard it's not.
No. Right. Yeah. Internet wise, Randy, I've got Spectrum. I'm very happy with them. And yeah, because I've had Spectrum now for over a year.
Yeah. But finally got a hold of somebody today. An hour and a half I was on the phone.
Hey D, make sure you get that drive painted.
There's one person that, if you shut up and let me finish talking, I can get you to the correct department. Okay. After an hour and 15 minutes on the phone, I'm already ticked off. I'm already ready to start cussing. Well, let me get you. I said, give me the number. Fine. Shut up and give me the number. And I'm at that point. I'm fixing to reach through the phone and strangle somebody. In the meantime, this is worse. Y'all guys don't see this part of me because you don't deserve me taking my anger out on you. If I'm extremely pissed off, I'll come in, say hi, drop the avatar, drop the mic, and I'll sit here and listen and watch chat.
And I threatened, like this. While she was on the phone, I came out here to the garage. I got on my phone, called AT&T, and I put like this. I told them, says, y'all can either get this straightened out right now on the phone, or I'll drive that 35 minutes up to corporate office up in Dallas.
And because there is a balance on the DirecTV, but that's because of them. But because there's a balance and DirecTV and AT&T are all the same company, they can't do anything about putting his mom's phone bill or phone back up. Okay, he's talking to his mom with a supervisor, and she said, well, there's a balance on DirecTV. I'm a few foot away. I raised my voice so that she can hear me clearly. I said, I am aware of that. Once the phone is taken care of, the DirecTV will be taken care of. And she's like, well, who is that hollering at me? Because if people are going to be hollering at me, we're just going to make it where nobody can talk to me except his mother, which is the account holder. His mom doesn't even know what day it is.
Nope.
She cannot conduct business logically, easily, because she doesn't know what day it is.
All right. See you, Billy.
All right. Bye, Randy.
No, that's Billy.
Billy. Sorry. I didn't realize you were leaving. Chat's lagging. Okay.
Appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Just stay in the chat. Okay?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up and we'll be in chat.
I didn't kill him, so we're doing good. Scout.
Yeah. But anyways, with all that going on, since like I said, I've got Spectrum and everything, I called them up. I called Spectrum up, and next Wednesday, I've got a technician coming out to get phone line connected through Spectrum and television from Spectrum, along with still keeping the internet, and it's going to be at least $100 cheaper than the.
No, it's with all the AT&T stuff. It was like $250, $260. So it's like $50 to $60 cheaper, but it's still saving.
Well, actually, okay, if the AT&T, everything with AT&T will say $250. With going with Spectrum all the way for the internet, phone, TV, it's still saving $90 a month right there. Yeah. Because we're basically getting the bundle for all three in together.
Yep. And
it's all going to be under my name, and telling AT&T, shove it where the sun don't shine. Yeah.
And the reason we need another modem is to hook from your mom's tower into the modem, into a router, so that when I'm doing my live streams in the craft room, I don't crap out every 5 minutes. And I'm also not on 5G for half the time I'm in the craft room.
Well,
that's not going to do anything. That won't do anything to it, because you've got the internet already hooked up in there. It's just going to have another router like you do back.
Basically, what I need to do is just get like a Wi-Fi
router, like you have in the bedroom.
Well, no, I'm saying, hey, Renegade, sent you email for the link.
But, yeah.
So what did you? Almost an hour ago.
Yeah. Man.
We'll get that. We'll get that straightened out.
Yeah, well, Bubba gets off at 5, so I was thinking we go get him and then we go to Walmart.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
because he didn't know he was going live.
I didn't know I was going live, considering the fact that, like I said, on the phone with Spectrum and everything. And then I found out about, like I said, as far as what the title of today's stream is. I saw a video. I was like, okay, I gotta go live so we can talk about this. And I'm hoping somebody else will come up. I mean, I sent texts and everything out. I don't have a way of contacting this person. And I'm hoping that he will pop in. But yeah, Den of Tools, Jeff King, he's out there. You know, him and Jesse are out there. And, okay, so he's not home. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
But anyways, they're out in Vegas right now. And they're at the SEMA show. Harbor Freight has got a representative at the SEMA show right now with the Gen 3 U.S. General. Okay? They've come out with a brand new in-locker.
Scout.
Now, I've got one. It's their Gen 1. They've got the Gen 2 out. They're coming out with Gen 3. Okay? And they're talking some of this stuff is going to be out by spring. And yes, it will be in the Skittle colors. Okay? All the different ones, including the gray. But the new in-locker, hey, where's my sign at? Okay. Like I said, every time I hear a train horn, you got to talk about that engineer because I don't trust him. Anyways, the new in-locker is going to be, looks like it's taller and going from 16 inches in width to 22 inches. They've got a new, they're coming out with new bottom boxes. It's starting off at the 44 up to the 56 and 72. All three of them are coming out. And, of course, the one they had on display looked like it was a 72-inch.
Yeah, they're going to display the biggest one.
Right. But the thing about it is, and the way the guy was putting it was like they're going to have it on all of them where you're going to have a couple of drawers that are for having power tools in, just like the Icon. Yeah. So they're basically, Harbor Freight is coming out with the U.S. General toolboxes just like the Icon. And yes, they were showing it with a hutch. Instead of having the top box, they actually had it to where you had a hutch. And they had it set up with 2 in-lockers. So that means, yeah, the in-locker is where you can have it set up for either side of the box. And everything. And I was trying to get Jeff to be able to come up on, we could do a little, short stream and everything, but he's actually still out there at the SEMA show, so he wouldn't be able to do it. Of course, I tagged him and everything out. Hopefully I got the tag and everything correct. Might not. I don't know. But I tried. But hey, at least you can give me an A for effort for trying on that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what Yes General is doing. And one question was, are they going to have a top box to go on there? And the answer was, it's still somewhere down the line. So yeah, it's still down the line as far as them having a top box to go on top of the hutch. Now, my only question is, with this new in-locker that they've got out, are they going to have a hutch designed for it? And unfortunately, the guy I talked to from Harbor Freight, the regional manager, I was not able to get a hold of him. He might be actually out at SEMA also. I don't know.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, he might have been the guy that was even out there. I don't know. But as far as I know, yeah, watch out for this coming spring because there's going to be Harbor Freight's going to be rolling out new U.S. General toolboxes in all the colors, including Crystal's favorite color,
Red?
black.
Not really my fave, but it comes good. Actually, my favorite color they don't make, so.
What, the blue?
Purple.
Oh, give them time. Hey, could be worse. I could be wanting to get rid of this one and go with the green.
You get rid of what you have and buy green, then you are buying me not one, but two of the full bank boxes. And at
Maybe.
$650 a box, you can't afford that.
Hey, I'll get you that
afford
cobalt.
one.
Hey, we're going to find that cobalt one that we saw in that other video where it has the wire mesh on the bottom.
No, because I don't like how it's done. I don't like the cubby and drawer space. I don't like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I can always get you that bigger box. What was it, $4.49?
The drawers aren't deep enough. That's why I want the full bank, because it's got the deeper drawers.
I know. Oh, and that's something else. The way the guy was talking, like the drawers are going to be even deeper. Right now they're 22 inches, so if they're going deeper, that means what, 24, 26 inch?
Probably 24. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Briggs. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, paint is cheaper.
Very true, but
You can change. Hey, I had a toolbox one time that I wound up buying. Didn't like the color on it. Hey, I got a can of rattle paint. It looked out good. But,
true, it is good and it is cheaper. But if he's going to be like that, then guess what? I'm going to get picky. Okay, blanket's done.
Oh, so in other words, purple with pink trim.
Then I'll get to put pink polka dots on your Harbor Freight green.
Nope.
Okay.
You can put red on there.
No, because you're already buying pink for the trim on mine. Might as well go ahead and use it.
Hey, I can always only buy it in a small can.
Trust me, I can make it last.
I'll get a small can.
Anyways.
But, yeah, anyways, yeah, we are picky. Now he's getting ready to fire up that new Cummins. So I take it he's got the new engine in the truck. Good. But yeah, that's the main reason why I want to do the little live stream. Because I missed, I know, yesterday. But like I said, it was like, okay, let me see about getting one set up and everything. But yeah, I'm glad that Jeff King did wind up talking about it, and he's actually out there at SEMA. I mean, it's like not even, hey, Breezy, it's not even a 2-minute long video and everything. And like I said, hey, Shaggy.
Hi, Shaggy.
Hey, Shaggy. I don't know if you heard or not, but yeah, US General's coming out with basically their equivalent to the Icon toolboxes, and everything will be out. The way they were putting it was come springtime. And one of the drawers the guy was showing that where you could put your power tools, the batteries and everything in, where it'll have outlets and everything down inside of it. And the top drawer of the bottom box goes from side to side. Oh, and he was saying that, you know, like right now on my top and bottom box, the only way I can open up the drawers is only on one side.
Lorna, hi.
Yep. Hey, Lorna. Yeah, she's back. They're going to make it where it's accessible to where you open it from either side.
She was in earlier?
Yeah, she was backstage, but she was having a little problem. And then she
Tell Bailey Boo to behave.
Well, she also got someone calling her through Messenger. Yeah, so she had to drop out for that.
Tell Chris we said hi.
Yep. And it's still somewhat early enough. About 9 o'clock over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but Shaggy, from the video I saw, what Denna Tools put out, I like them. I mean, the end locker is not only looks like going to be taller, but going from 16 inches wide to 22 inches. So we're talking a lot bigger end locker. They're putting a hutch with it, and it's all going to be designed to go with the 44, 56, and 72-inch bottom boxes.
Scout.
Oh, so it's getting snipped, huh? That ought to make you happy, Briggs. But yeah, like I said, with the new, this stuff here, and yeah, Harbor Freight, basically you're going to get the Icon toolbox setup in U.S. General for less money.
And U.S. General pricing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be in less price and everything. Now they did not give any prices on any of that.
No.
That I don't know of. The guy did not mention any of that.
No, they won't do that at SEMA. They're going to wait till it's they do a test phase and see how well it does at what they would call a comparable price.
Hey, I'd be happy to.
No, the test phase is they're going to nitpick stores that have a good sell for larger toolboxes,
right?
And they're going to hand pick them, and they're going to.
I was very happy to be able to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff I got in here to roll that whole new box system in.
But that's how they do it. Is they nitpick stores and see test market them, see what the interest is, how many people will pre-order them, and things like that.
Oh yeah.
And if the demand is high enough at the price they set, because they're going through all kinds of pricing and stuff right now to do that. If it's good at the price they set, then they'll leave it where it's at and go ahead and roll it on out. But if, oh man, I'd love it, but I can't afford it, I won't pay that price for it.
Right.
Okay. Then they'll see if dropping it down $50-$60,
maybe
$50 to $75 helps, and then they'll pick other stores. They won't go back to the same ones. They'll go to different ones.
Right. And the thing about it is, we were doing the maths and everything on a complete Icon setup, and what we figured it was going to be about 12 to 14,000 for the complete setup.
When it first came out, it was going to be 25,000 for the complete setup, and that's locker.
There was actually 2 lockers, the hutch, and the top box,
and 74, and it was the 72-inch. It was the full thing, so it was locker, bottom, top, hutch, and locker. That was going to be.
It wasn't a top box, but it was just the bottom box with the hutch and everything sitting on there. But you got the bottom box. Actually, had it set up for 2 end lockers. Like I said, the hutch, and then the top box going on across.
Yeah, but if you get it how the store setup is at the time of rollout, it was like $25,000.
And that's still cheaper than
Snappy,
Snap-on, Matco, Mac, Cornwell, and everything. Because I know Renegade, he's got something, and he's got that Mac box and everything. Yeah, he's got some money in it.
Yeah, but he's also had his for a minute.
Right. But what I'm saying is, as far as now, you can get that complete setup, which would be bigger, I think, bigger than what he's got through Icon, and it would be probably about half the price.
Yeah,
now-
it would be very comparable.
Right.
Now, quality-wise, I'm not sure if it's going to be that comparable because I would need to look at what he has
All right,
in
Matt,
order. No, I would need to physically look at what he has because his setup is an older one.
I know.
And-
He said it, I was saying it was Mac. He said no, it's Matco. Damn.
Ouch!
Well, that's about
Sorry,
what.
Lorna.
Yeah. Well, that's about what laptops usually go for to have a good one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
there's. I mean, think about what I spent on my laptop.
I think this one is like 1,200.
No, I think that one there was about 8.
Something. Anyway, I know it was under 1,000, but not by much.
No, it wasn't.
Uh,
That's because of the processor and everything, which is what I was looking for, comparable to the desktop I've got.
oh, Lorna, I got squishy mail from Sarah. I got my black cotton in.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be talking about that right now. Okay, well, I got the email from Spectrum saying, yep, change the service confirmation.
Woohoo!
Yep.
I'll be honest. I want to play the lottery and win the $1.2 billion that they have up. I would be more than happy to say hi. And in 3 months,
Yeah, Lorna, I'm going to be up for a while.
yeah, I think I'm going to go get the kid and go to Ollie's because I've got a 15% off my entire purchase coupon. And I can always backstock on cat litter and stuff like that. So, is there anything specific we need from there?
Well, that means you're going to Corsicana.
And I'll be going right by the Harbor Freight.
Yeah, well, you can actually go into Ollie's and bypass the Harbor Freight.
Yeah, but no, I'll go right by it just so I can look and say bye-bye.
Yeah.
But now, if you were coming with me,
Maybe.
but
Well,
that would
yeah.
mean you'd have about 20 minutes and you'd have to.
Right. Well, thing about it is, you know how Grumpy is in the car.
Well, Grumpy can get ungrumpy.
I know. And he would have to. Yeah, Lorna, I sent you the link, remember?
Yeah. But what I thought about doing
Uh-oh.
is getting your mom a Happy Meal, and then going to Corsicana.
Hey, Wayne. Appreciate you being here. Oh, so in other words, going and getting all that and coming back?
Yeah, but for just a few minutes, we'd stop. And if Chris wanted to stay, fine. If he wanted to go, fine. But you would bring your mom's food in. Hi, Wayne.
Well, if you want to go get him and get her something, I know what I wouldn't mind having.
I didn't say I'm going to buy you a McRib.
Pretty please?
Oh, I flipped Karma out last night. Karma's one of the ladies that was helping us with the concession and group last night. I was looking at her. She closed her eyes, and all of a sudden she saw blue because I put on heavy blue glitter eyeshadow.
Yep.
She goes, "Ah, what happened to you?" Well, I don't wear makeup.
Yep. So £500 for a new laptop, huh?
Yep.
So what kind of
No more
processor?
spilling coffee or soda on it.
Yeah, don't do that.
I didn't. This one here is a Chrome, but it won't let me do anything on it. It won't
Yeah.
let me. It won't let me. I tried to ring one of you two today, and it won't let me even do it through Facebook Messenger.
Somebody has copied my account.
I did see.
Yep.
Okay, and when they did that, they locked up my messenger somewhat because Missy,
Yep.
Boo's wife, tried to get a hold of me. No. But while all that was going on, I was actually on and off Messenger with my daughter.
Yep.
So,
And then
But-
I had Missy actually message me shortly afterwards about it, and like told her, says, "Nope, Crystal, that's not her." Because they even sent her a friend request. Nope.
a friend of mine from high school said, "Hey, you screw your phone up again?" I said, "No, D. Delete and report, or report and delete." She goes, "All right, gotcha." Bailey!
Here you go.
Hi,
There's
baby.
your fame. There's your fame.
Baby, Bailey.
Couple seconds of fame. Go away. Hello, everybody in the chat.
Okay.
Vac brand Vac. Oh, shop Vac. Eh.
So what are you buying me then, Crystal, when you're out and about? Anything?
Not candy, I know that, because I don't need any. And I'm not sending you any. No, my son is at McDonald's.
Ooh.
So I was thinking getting me a McChicken, getting his mom cheeseburger kids meal.
Oh yeah.
And getting, I don't know if he deserves anything or not. He was flirting with the lady from Spectrum today.
I was not.
That's one way to get. That's one way to get your bills down, innit?
No, nah. It's he was making her laugh, and she's like, "Oh my god," she just about fell out of her chair rolling.
She admitted that I've been the best customer she's had so far, or best call.
Yeah.
Was that because you don't shout at her, swear at her, argue with her?
I was
Everything
making her
like-
laugh. I was just making her laugh. I tell it,
Yeah.
just cracking up. I was just
The
being
reason
myself.
most people call customer service is because there's a mess up.
Yeah.
Okay, no problems. And well, it happens.
Hmm.
And I understand after the last week, if I didn't understand beforehand, I would. Why people go, "Listen here, you mother, get this done because I'm about to roll something up your butt and I don't care." I can completely understand that. But people that are calling also need to realize that's a person on the other end. They're doing this to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a flying frick who you are, where you are, what's going on in your life.
Nope.
They're on the other end of the phone because they have to be.
Yep.
And I've been the cashier at the retail store that's been cussed out just because somebody wanted a return, and you bring me a 6-month-old receipt, and the skillet you want to return is black instead of silver. Yeah. That kind of don't work. and say, let me go get my manager on that because I don't think I'm allowed.
All right. Well, I just got a text message from somebody that we both know, and he actually gave me another person's email to be able to send him the link. So hopefully he gets it and is actually going to be looking for the link to be able to come up.
Boo?
I don't have to have. I've got a way of emailing Boo.
I know.
This person, I don't. This is someone that's never been up in panel and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, when I go to Walmart or Corsicana, I got to look for their mailing supplies so I can put the blanket in a bag. Because it's roughly 34. I just have two tails to get rid of. And I'm making mittens, which, yeah, that ain't going to take too much.
I will watch the replay to know what you lot have been talking about.
It's, you know how he got his, toolboxes, the black toolbox.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's US General. They have a Snap-on comparable brand called Icon.
Oh, yeah.
And it has where you have the bottom box and you have a open area where you can put stuff and work on it there.
Yeah.
And then they have a hutch that goes across that and across the end lockers, which he's also showed. They're coming out with a US General one, the hutch style. So that's going to be a dramatic price shift.
Correct.
Because what is that, 72-inch bottom box for Icon?
Hang on, I can look it up.
Yeah. But the bottom
I don't remember what size that is. Hang on.
But the bottom
I can remember when you got the boxes and they were quite expensive, weren't they?
Yeah, but the bottom box for Icon is almost 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, here comes trouble.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. But
y'all know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm looking in chat.
Yeah. Okay. The Icon toolbox. It's 73 by 25.
Okay, so it's basically the 72.
And what's that? 8 inches?
No, 73 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
73 inches by 25 inch, but we're still talking, say, $3,500.
Okay.
And
now,
I can give you a good example.
No, I can. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, now
yeah.
what's the US General 72 bottom box?
That's what I'm trying to say. I'll give you a good example here in a few minutes. Oops.
Hope you're doing all right, Ashley.
Yep.
But yeah, it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper, isn't it?
Let's see.
£7,500 for a bloody toolbox.
It's not my money.
No,
yeah, that's
just ridiculous.
But if you're a home DIYer like he is, he can get a lot of stuff done here using that. Or if you're a home mechanic.
All right. Now, how much did I say the Icon 73?
35.
US General 72 inch. Now it's 72 inch by 22, so 1 inch
Bit,
narrow.
bit smaller.
Just
Right.
a hair bit.
We're talking about only 1 inch, not quite as wide. It's only 22 inches. So we're talking 3 inches, shallower as far as depth. But we're talking about $1,700,
Half the price.
over half the price. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's for, like I said, that U.S. General, and that's what they call the triple bank. Now I'm looking on here, and you can get the 56
Hi,
like
Sugar
I've
Daddy.
got.
Hey,
Hey, Sugar Daddy. But yeah, the bottom box like what I've got, that's $900. Top box is $600. But now and from what on that video and everything is, saying this is all going to be dealing. You can get it from the 44, 56, or 72 inch.
So you can get it all 3 sizes that Harbor Freight makes for their home toolboxes.
Yep. And now the 44 inch bottom box, that's $600 right there. Yeah. Now in the U.S. Journal in the top chest is that's $1,100. So, yeah, Renegade was saying his toolbox is 26,000. 26,000.
I can buy a flipping house for that over here. Think how many coins I could buy for that.
Yep.
Whoa.
Now, up like this for the U.S. General end locker. Similar. This is a newer updated version as far as what I've got. 16 inch, and mind you, they're going to 22 inch, so they're going 6 inches wider.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like $350. The end cabinet I've got, it's same as what I've got, which is 14.5 inch. That's $280.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they've got it all set up, yeah.
See, over here we don't have the toolboxes that you lot have got. Like,
right. Now I think that end locker like what I've got. Then I gave I got that one for 300, or was it 250, or was it 269? It was under. I'd have to go back and look, but I think it was under $300. But the new one is $350.
But I do like your toolboxes you do have over there.
Thank you.
I think they're wicked.
Yeah, well, like I said, for what I've got, because I got that bottom box at a good deal, because one, they had $100 off coupon, and so that's normally $900. So basically I got that for $800. I got the top box, which was damaged, for less than $400. So right there is $1,200 alone. So basically, there's a person I was hoping to bring in. There's Mr. Harbor Freight man himself, Dale Lucid.
How you doing, Meter?
Pretty good. Hey, I'm glad Ed got a hold of you. So we're talking about the new U.S. General Series 3.
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering when somebody would notice that. Did you notice that out of the full bank cart?
Yeah.
What is that? 64, 46?
Something like that.
Cart?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is that it doesn't say it on the packaging. It doesn't say it anywhere on it. But if you buy one, it says it on the receipt that it's a Series 3, right?
I haven't bought one, so how would I know on that?
I haven't bought one either, but I had somebody send me their receipt because I gave them a 25% off coupon. It was a kid that was looking to start up his tool collection or whatever, to get ready to go to work. And
Right.
he really wanted that full bank cart. So I said, hey, if you can let me know. And he did. He texted me back or messaged me back, because this was through the Harbor Freight Junkies website. And I messaged him and said, hey, I got this coupon. I'll send you the code for it, because the minute you share it, it's gone, right? So
Right.
it's a one-time use thing. So I went ahead and sent it to him. He got it. And instead of just texting me and saying, hey, I got it, he messaged me back, and he had his receipt. And I showed it as a Series 3. And I'm like, oh, I got to do an exclusive video on that and show it as
Yeah.
a Series 3.
Well, what really gets me is back in February. Crystal and I, we had to go up to Oklahoma for her father's memorial service. And we went into the local Harbor Freight, and I looked, and just looking around to see what they had, and right there where they had the 44-inch U.S. General toolbox and everything set up, they had the end locker. I'm going, oh, okay. Well, I'm wondering if this is the new one or the old one. It was a new one, but it's got rib nuts in the very top.
All four corners.
All four corners. It's got 4 rib nuts. And I looked at that. I looked at Crystal. I said, is U.S. General coming out with a top box to be similar to Icon on top of a hutch? Okay. Well, I got back, and we got back home and everything, and I've done the video on it. I think about a month later. I think it was about a month after we got back. I've actually got the video out there showing where the rib nuts are at. Because I'm going,
How did I miss that?
why would you have rib nuts on top unless you're going to secure something up there? And the only toolbox that Harbor Freight has got that does that is the Icon, where you've got that top box going across the hutch. And up like this, I talked to a guy, he's a Southwest regional manager. I'm not going to give his name or anything.
Well, you just gave it away right there.
He confirmed, there's
We won't tell anybody.
Right. But, there's going to be more than probably one. Of those
No. The Southwest Regional is going to take up over half the U.S.
Okay.
Sweetheart.
I think you blew it with the Southwest part of it there, man.
Yeah. Okay, sweetheart. I love you, but you have no earthly idea how retail structuring goes when it comes to management.
Hey, I didn't say a name. So anybody would have to go out there and try and get
No, all it would take is me walking into any Harbor Freight in the U.S. Hey, who's your Southwest Regional?
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I think they like to dole out secrets every once in a while anyway. So I don't think it's that
But
big of
the
a
thing
deal.
about it, Dale, is the fact is that this guy, he confirmed that somewhere down the line, Harbor Freight in the U.S. Journal will have that top box to go on the U.S. Journal and have it attached to the top of the end locker. Now, the one
I heard that rumor. I did
Right.
hear that as a rumor, but it hasn't been confirmed.
well, it's been confirmed to me.
Cool.
It's out at SEMA.
Right, because
SEMA.
Jeff King is out there at SEMA right now, and I don't know if you saw his video he put out earlier today. It's not even 2 minutes long, but they are debuting the Series 3 U.S. General toolboxes. And they've got it in the gray, and it has a hutch going with it.
And it's been told that it will be Skittles.
Yep.
Well, I did a video about the gray side tray because I really have liked the 5-door cart, and I decided to go ahead and get rid of my blue one and go everything gray, even though I'm pretty vested in blue. But I went with the gray because I really liked it. I liked it. It already came all blacked out. It looked really cool. So I went ahead and got it. And then when I was doing the research to get the side tray for it, I noticed that the side tray was different than the other side trays. And sure enough, when I downloaded the manual and started looking through there, I seen that they have holes so you could mount it to a U.S. General single bank 3rd gen cart. And
The full bank cart that came out.
yeah, the full bank cart. You know, it had
that would be so good.
Yeah, it already has the mounting holes for it, so it mounts where you would, you know, opposite where you would put the handle because it's got rib nuts, so it uses the existing rib nuts.
No, for me, I put the yarn on the tray and I'm crocheting, and then if I'm done or not, I put everything on that tray for that one project. But on that note, I'm gonna go because think I'll be nice and get that thing a McRib because he said he's hungry for one. I said at least one, maybe. You're still skating.
Just go in and smash some marks in it with a butter knife and a slice of Spam and throw that on the grill.
All right, but y'all have fun because I had to go find the keys. They got hid yesterday when we went out to the trick or treat thing. So,
all right, see you in a
bye
little bit.
guys.
Bye.
But yeah, I mean,
so-
I remember that video you did on that, talking about how you were going through, and it's like, hold it, I can get this in gray also. So, what does that mean?
Yeah, so I saw that, you know, my gray one had it, and that the owner's manual talked about the part numbers for all of the Skittles colors that, of course, we're going to be made the same way. So you have to look real close at them, or maybe if they're nice and let you open it up. But it looks like the big news is that, you know, the trays are already, people don't have to drill holes. The trays are already going to come pre-drilled with the holes to line up to the rib nuts for the handles opposite the side you don't put the handle. And the other news is that we know there's going to be a full bank in gray.
Oh boy.
So
now,
and the full bank, like I said, the full bank, I thought that's what you were talking about, but the full bank is a Series 3.
Okay,
it looks nothing like the other Series 2 carts at all anyway, so it is a Series 3.
Well, okay, I'll put it like this. I just got the email from Harbor Freight. I mean, it just came in, and it's talking about how Harbor Freight is making an impact at SEMA show. And it's, you know, how you get the video, or how you get the email for a new product and everything.
Right. And it's Tuesday, so we should be getting one, right?
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to make myself big. I don't know how good this is going to show up. But Dale, check this out.
Uh-oh. There it is. Let me see. Let me scroll down here. I've got the email in front of me as well.
Yeah, but you see what the toolbox is and how it's all set up?
Well,
and
there's a hutch.
There's your full bank cart too.
And the full bank cart is right underneath of it. It sure is, and it's in what color?
Gray.
That's awesome.
But you see how
scroll up a little bit. What else is there anything else, or is that it?
Well, it shows. Let me scroll back to the very beginning of it. They're coming out with a 1.5 ton ultra low profile, lightweight, high performance aluminum racing jack.
Yeah, they already came out with that.
Right. Well, they're saying a new one. Have you gotten the email from them yet?
Well, I've got here it is. Okay. Yeah, I've got it. Let me see. Let me make sure that jack here. But see, it's got the Hercules impact on there. We know that's already out.
Yeah, that's been out.
And I caught the two different, all the new jacks. We got that. Was this
wow.
The heavy duty automotive tire repair kit that just came out. That was on their site already.
Okay, I didn't know about that because that's what I was just looking at. I was going to mention about from Maddox.
The light, I can't remember if I did a video on
Ron?
that. I think I put a community post out right away about it, because the things that everybody wanted is exactly what they did. And I'll tell you here's why I would get the Braun instead of the new Icon. First of all, the Braun is the same price as the same old Braun that they've had. Okay. They did everything we asked them to. They put a C port on it. We asked for that. They put a full folding in half deal on it mechanism, so we could fold it in half. Plus, they upped the wattage on it, the lumens. It's not as high a lumens as the Icon, but there's one reason why I would go with the Braun instead of the Icon, and that is that if you look in the owner's manual, the Icon, well, the money, yeah, of course, money, but the Icon has to have a battery welded into it. You have to solder the battery into it if you want to change it. It still has a cell, but the cell is like plug-in or something like. Anyway, you have to solder it. With the Braun, they kept the cell separate. The one thing I didn't like about it is it looks like that the cell is exactly the same. So to me, even though they claim the same life or a little bit more with the new Braun, I think that we're going to see it running out of charge a little bit quicker because of the added lumens that we're going to get. But I don't care about that. I've never had a complaint with how long the battery lasts in it anyway.
I'm up like this. I've got all these lights that you see in here. These are all the Braun lights, and hey, I'm happy. These are all the 4 foot, like the one I've got above me right now. That's the 5,000, but all these others are the I think they're the 3,500 lumen, but they're the linkable, which unfortunately, I don't know why, but Harbor Freight decided to stop having them and clearance them out. And I bought them as soon as I could get my hands on them, because that's one thing I like of having, where they can link together. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just got that, the email a little while ago, and I'm going,
yeah, there were 3 other things on there. Did you see the 3 things underneath of the Earthquake XT Impact? They've got an off-road 3-ton off-road jack. I think I've seen that. I think they already released that, but I know if they did, it's really recently. Did you see that with the big wheels
I'm looking
on it?
at the Badlands 3-ton off-road jack. That looks good.
And it looks like they finally got an extension pole, an extension for the jack handle for Daytona, and they got a
52 inch. Man, you can really get some push down on that thing.
I'm saying, let me see if I can.
Damn, a 1,500-pound engine stand, and it's gear driven. Oh my God, that would make it so much easier putting a heavy engine on that stand, having it be gear driven instead of trying to hold the motor and then you pull the pin out, crank it over, and then try to hopefully get that pin in the right location without the motor going.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's ever happened to.
Yeah,
I did that to my father-in-law. He was a little bit upset about it.
Oh,
he was just a little man.
Hey, Dale, think about how heavy the old AMC 258-6 is. Yeah, I had one of those engines that came out of my Gremlin I had.
My father-in-law's was a flathead 6 Studebaker engine.
Oh, now
yeah,
I was gonna say, it'd really be fun would be trying to put one of the 225 slant 6s on it.
Oh yeah, because it's like,
really,
where is really upright on when you do that?
On the slant 6, there's no upright on it.
Yeah, right. That's what I said. Just put it on there and just like give it a spin like Wheel of Fortune, see where it stops, and say, okay, that's where we'll set it.
But like I said, for me, I wound up seeing that video that, like I said, that Jeff put out from Dinner Tools, and it's like, and he's got the video out there. It's out there on YouTube. And hey, hang on. Hey Dale.
Yeah.
Hey, every time I sent this to Ed already. Every time I hear a train coming through, I made up a little sign. Look at this.
Can you go full screen with that so I can read it? I can't read it.
Put your glasses back on.
There you go. Now hold it up. You hold it up. He can only see it from the front of the train, so make sure you're holding it up just for the front. You don't have to hold it up for the whole thing.
Right. So like I said, every time if I'm doing a live stream or something like that, I hear that train horn, it's like, okay.
Poor Ed. I told him to when.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him.
Hi,
But
Ed.
I mean, he laughed at that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's the main reason. I didn't do my live stream last night because Chris and we were over at the church for the Halloween, and we had to be there like 4:00, and we didn't get there till we got there like 4:15, and then by the time we got home, it was about 10:30 at night.
Yeah, did it seem to you guys like there weren't as many trick-or-treaters this year as there was last year? I guess maybe the Monday night school night or something.
Oh no, it seemed like we had more last night than anything else. Hang on, guys. I'm getting a phone call from someone. I got to answer.
See if we can get some of these. See if we got some interesting stuff here. We'll oh, it sure is. That one's icon, but here it is. I'm going to get some of these image and then we'll put them up on the screen here, Mater. Oh, it may not let me get that one. Let me get this one.
Take care, Shaggy. See you soon, bud.
Well, I got that one. There was another one. Where's that? I'm going to get one more image here. Looks like they, in their SEMA show pictures, they let another secret out here. I imagine Jeff probably already got it. Where was it? Right there. See if Mater sees what I saw here. And let me compose an email here real quick and send it.
Hope you're okay, Ed.
Compose. Can't talk and chew bubble gum at the same time here, Mater.
He's still on the phone.
Add these. Paperclip, attach a couple of files here. That one. Let's see, yes, that one and this one. Select and send it. See if we got it on the computer here. We'll download it. Hey, I got an email from Mater. Here it is. Let's download these two. Download that. Download that. We need this. I don't want to accidentally close my, hang on here with Mater. There we are. Okay. Close that one. I get confused if I have too much stuff open here. And
Yeah, I do that. Or I close down the wrong one.
Yeah, that's what I always do. And it's like, oh, geez, don't want to show people the wrong thing here. This one here will show everybody that's out there. Hold on, guys. We're going to show this to you. Let's see here. Full screen there. And let me see if I could share this. I don't know if Mater's going to see it. And share the screen. Yeah, we want to do that.
No, Mater's got share your screen. Just get it to come up on StreamYard.
There we go. Oh, there you go. See, he showed it. Thanks, Mater. Here it is. Look at that, huh? And they're gonna even put it in that sick blackout. So let me see. Can I go over there? I don't know if you will see it. Can I zoom in? So we can see. So it looks very much like the icon. Trying to see what it says here. Looks like they're going to have a 3 on it. So it's either a Dale Earnhardt tribute here, or I'm guessing that it is a Series 3, though. That's what we're going to go with. So this is what Mater was talking about, is up here there were rib nuts for attaching this this hutch to. And they've got it on what looks to be the 72-inch card. That looks really sharp. That is really super, super cool. I wonder what other features they are going to be adding to the US General Series 3. That is very cool. Let me see if I can get this other one. Where am I here? There. Okay. I go here. I don't know if this will do it if I just drag and drop it over the top of that one, if it keeps sharing. No, it doesn't. Okay, I got to stop sharing for the next one. I want to see if Mater sees this one. One more time here. I hope you guys got a good look at that. This was something
I was going to say you left it up long enough so YouTube can catch up.
Yeah, they can pause it. Pause it if you want to see it better. There was more exciting stuff to see. Hold on, Mater. I'm going to show this screen share, and screen share, and that. There we go. How cool is that? I wonder if you saw what I saw in this picture right here, Mater. He can't say, but I bet he catches it right away.
Mater, share your screen, bud.
Okay, I'm back.
Mater, share the screen again.
Do you see what I see in this one?
Ooh.
Oh, that's full banking all the Skittle colors.
Well, they have them in the other colors, but do you see the one that they don't have yet?
Gray.
Right.
It'd be this one right here, right?
Oh, is that the white one?
It is the white one.
Huh.
So they are.
And by the way, that was the contact from Harbor Freight.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get in trouble?
No, he was actually returning my call.
Oh, cool.
Yep. What's up, E? But yeah, like I said, he was actually returning my phone call because I called him before I went live and everything, and he didn't even realize, as far as all this that's coming out on Tuesday of all things. Oh, so I guess with me doing all that, does that count as far as a new Tool Tuesday reveal?
There you go. Yeah, man, you're the new tool king today, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I know Jeff. Like I said, he did the video earlier. I found out about it. I was like, whoa! And then all of a sudden, like I said, I got that. But they'll go back to that first picture of the
The
the,
U.S. General Series 3,
right.
the Dale Earnhardt Memorial one.
I guess yeah. I guess yeah.
I just wanted to put out the car. Put out a quick point out the card here. You see the gray, full bank in gray.
Yep.
That's something else that I was speculating and hoping they were going to have. It certainly looks like that we can expect that to be coming out here, maybe even before Christmas. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yep.
Let me see.
But yeah, Ken. Yeah, I did see the skeleton style Daytona Jack. That's that 1.5 ton racing one.
Right.
That's the one he's talking about.
Mate,
Because Dale and I both got the email. Of course, Dale didn't know about the email till I mentioned it. And he goes, "What? Let me go look."
Mate, did you see Ed's comment about he's not going live tonight?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I didn't go live last night.
Mater.
Everything I had, so okay. Now, the one thing, what do you see in that picture that looks very familiar to the icon?
The let me scan in on the black back wall here.
Okay.
And it looks like it's going to come with these couple of shelf things here.
Yep. Okay. Now,
Helios.
pull back out for full view. You see the casters up underneath the end locker?
Oh, they're
that's actually underneath the box, but go to your left or to the right in the back.
You're not seeing it.
Doesn't that look like it's got a caster wheel up underneath the end locker?
Oh,
Or is that on a different box?
I think that's on a different box, but you know what? I don't want to talk out of turn, but I don't remember the 72-inch having these suspension casters on it. Do you?
No, I don't, but I do know that the end locker for Icon has got its own support wheel. That's why I looked at that picture. I'm going, does that have a support wheel? Okay, that
That's
might
just,
actually. Okay,
it's this red one back here.
Okay. Since you zoomed in and everything, got a better look at it, but yeah.
But it is murdered out, though, isn't it? So we got
now,
U.S. General on this side, and we've got the Series 3.
Right.
I'm guessing
Now,
right here.
show the two big drawers up underneath where it says Series 3. Nope. Go the other way. It's to my right where it says Series 3.
This way?
Yeah. Okay. You see the two drawers at the bottom?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yep. I'm talking about that one there and the one above it. That's the ones that the guy showed in the video where you can put power tools and batteries and get them charged.
Oh, cool. I was wondering if U.S. General was going to do that. I thought this was the standard layout for a 72-inch.
That might be their standard. That might be their 72. But then, of course, I looked earlier, and the 72-inch or 73-inch for Icon is, the only difference between the Icon and the U.S. General as far as the bigger size, 1 inch in width. Icon's only 1 inch wider. But you see there, they've got the hutch going with that. To me, that is basically the Icon toolbox painted in the Skittle color with U.S. General badging.
Well, I'm guessing two things here. First of all, that it's probably not going to have the warranty that Icon has, the lifetime warranty. And if you check out the two, it seems to me that the Icon steel gauge is, consider noticeably different and better than what U.S. General is. So it's going to be a more affordable person's, kind of, especially everybody that loves U.S. General, right?
Well, to me, I've looked at the build quality between the U.S. General and the Icon. Now, to me, I didn't get a micrometer out to measure the thickness, but to me, there is the Icon might be a hair thicker, quality wise and price wise. I'm going U.S. General.
Yeah,
Because
I
I can't see the reason to spend that much more money for the Icon over U.S. General, considering the fact that the Icon, I looked it up earlier before you came in, and I could buy two of the U.S. General. I think it was the U.S. General bottom box. I think I could buy two of the U.S. General bottom boxes for the same price it costs to get one Icon.
yeah,
Hey,
and I
Mark.
mean, especially if this thing is going to come with that suspension caster system, that's going to take a lot of the guesswork out of damage that the thing is going to take getting moved around.
Yep. Briggs, no, I don't have, as far as I know, I don't have any rust holes in the truck. I haven't gone out there and physically looked at that thing in about 2 years since I parked it. But yeah, I mean, this here, when I first found out about it, it's like, hold it, I got to put this thing out because one, Dale, you didn't know about it, and you've been dealing with Harbor Freight longer than I have.
Yeah, but they don't talk to me because whenever they mess up, I go ahead and call them on it. They don't pay me anything, so I can be honest and say, no, you guys messed up. That's not true. And hey, if they want me to shut up if I'm saying wrong, they're perfectly welcome. I put my email out there enough to let them know that I'm perfectly open to anything they have to say or tell me. And if I'm wrong, I've admitted it before when I'm wrong on a video. So, but when they come out with a set of 4 corner protectors and say they're half the price of Icon or half the price of Snap-on, it's like, well, they look like the exact same thing as Snap-on, but they're not half price. They're only half price because you only give them half as many. So they actually cost the same, so yeah, I'm going to wrap them on the beak about stuff like that because, some of that lawyer jargon on the disclaimers for the price comparison, it's not right out the front there where you can see it. You have to go look, and if you go look, they kind of disclaim, well, this can happen or that can happen. It's not exactly alike, but this is the closest we could find match or whatever, and that's cool. That's fair enough. Everybody does that, right?
Right.
So but if it's true, I'm going to say it's true, and they don't have to be mad at me and ignore me just because they've got a few things that people should probably avoid.
Right.
That's just the way it is. Everybody has that. It's not just Harbor Freight. I'm a big Harbor Freight fan.
Yeah, so am I. And I've spent almost $2,000 just in a top, bottom, in locker, and in cabinet from Harbor Freight. Yes, I got good deals on them. I mean, who doesn't want a good deal on tool cabinets and boxes? Okay. And to me, Harbor Freight is the way to go as far as U.S. General. I mean, I've been looking, before I even bought the top box, I was thinking originally just getting like the 44 inch. Okay. But when Crystal wound up finding that 56 inch top box that was damaged and I got a good deal on it, I mean, normally $600 for it, and I got it for less than $400. Dale, would you have jumped at that?
Yeah, jump on that. Well, the other thing, Mater, is that everybody wants the newest and greatest thing. And, if you're going to spend a ton of money on it, and make that investment, it gets old. You might as well go with something like this that is a lot easier to take the hit again and upgrade to the Series 3 here that's going to have power bank, in it and storage for your power tools. I mean, that's a fantastic idea. Everybody's going to love that about the new Series 3 if that's the case.
Right.
And, and the other thing is that these guys that are selling the tool truck boxes, they really do. They either have to put it out there for the price that it's worth and hope that they get it, or they have to come down when they're selling those boxes and a huge amount of money and sell the things. But with these U.S. Generals, I found that you can just about get almost what you paid for
Right.
if you
Now,
want to sell it and upgrade to the latest version.
Now, Dale, let me ask you this: is there any way you can go to the Harbor Freight site and bring up the icon toolbox? I would like to, since you've got this one, the Gen 3 up there, or Series 3, I'd like to have basically like a side-by-side comparison or top-bottom, however it wants to get set up and everything, comparison on that.
Yeah, let me see. Let me go out here. We'll go to icon, right? You said.
Because from what I'm seeing in that picture, that almost looks like the icon behind that U.S. General.
That red one back there?
Yeah, I think that could be the icon sitting back behind it because it's about the same width. Actually, it looks like it's just a little bit wider. And that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, now I guarantee the one.
Yeah,
thing,
you're right, Mater. It's a 73 for icon, whereas it's the 72.
Right.
Let me see here. I'll pick one here, and that one was in red. So let me get the red up here, and then I'll share this screen. Actually, I think is it sharing it already?
We might have to take that one down. I don't know. But now, Dale, one thing that the guy from SEMA was saying that they're going to have the setup where it could be for the 44, 56, or 72-inch U.S. General. So you're going to have the options for 3 different sizes on it. And that's something that I really like. And it will be in all the different colors.
Get back over here with you, Mater. There you are. Let me see if I can share this for you, bud.
All right.
Screen share. And I think I want that, right? Yeah, this one right here. There we go. Is that the picture you wanted?
Well, okay. Well, no, the picture I was but it's got the same kind of wheels as far as on that other one we were looking at.
That's what I thought you wanted to see was the wheels.
Well, can you find the picture with the complete setup where it's, the end locker with the hutch and top box? I didn't know if you could. Okay.
Maybe if we go back and build, let's see what they've got on their page here. Oh, just gonna let me go back now. You're talking about this one, right?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
See if we can. I think we had to build it. In accessories, I thought they had like a builder thing. Build now, so let's do that. And we'll use their builder thing here. We'll do it in the red. So they start with the 72-inch here. And let's see. Did you want the hutch on it?
Yeah, go and put the hutch.
And we want to.
Yep.
Well, they have 2 ends.
2 end lockers. Yeah.
Is this on the other end? There we go.
Yep. And do you show where it's got the upper cabinet too?
Oh,
I'm just not the top box.
No.
Because if you do the top box, it gets rid of the hutch. Yeah, single overhead. Actually, no. Okay, do the one where it's right side. Yeah, like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. That kind of a setup. That's what you go into Harbor Freight and see right now. Now, if you look, the icon on the end cabinet, it's got support wheels on the end lockers. Scroll back, there you go.
It sure does, yeah.
Yep. And if you look, that is the same style wheel that we saw on that other one. That was behind the gray U.S. General.
I'm going to zoom in on it here. Oh, yep, you're right.
So basically what they're doing, that U.S. General, because the in cabinet or in locker that U.S. General is coming out with right now, it's going from 16 inch in width to 22 inches. So they're making it bigger, and the guy was even saying that they're making it deeper.
I gotta find you here later. I think I lost you.
Right. But now the overhead, from what I understand, that is what U.S. General is supposed to be coming out with to go with the in locker that they've got, the 16 inch that they've got now. So you can get, go say right now, if I wanted to, I can get rid of that in cabinet and I could put another in locker on there, or I could put 2 in lockers and everything and have the overhead with the hutch.
So you say that U.S. General is going to come out with the overhead like these two that are on this red one here.
Correct.
Cool.
Now, when they come out with it, don't know. But I have had it confirmed that yes, that U.S. General is coming out with an overhead.
It would be interesting. Do you know if Jeff was able to look inside the locker? Inside that locker?
No, because the representative for Harbor Freight was standing there talking about it. And like I said, the video is only like 2 minutes long. Okay. Not even 2 minutes.
Maybe he'll get a chance to look inside of it, and we'll see if they're close. Because look at that hutch, the back mounting system, and it has the couple of shelves. It looks like.
Yep.
That Icon would have. It has a light in it, and I'm guessing that you can't tell from the picture, but I'm guessing they probably got an assist for that hutch.
The door, yeah,
door on it as well.
Well, I tell you what, bring that down and go back to that picture you showed about the U.S. General.
Yeah, let me see.
And it does show you've got the hydraulic assist arms. What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Got Green Man out here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Okay, I still got that.
I mean, but like I said, Dale, it's the fact that
there it is.
If you actually look on the back where it shows all the toolboxes and everything that are blacked out, yeah, it's going to be showing all the different ones that are going to be coming out. Now, from what they said, the guy in the video was saying that we're talking springtime by the time all this comes out. Okay.
It does have assist on there.
Yep. But you see, it's got a light inside of it. And it's got the cutouts and everything for running power cords into it.
Is that what these round holes are, you reckon?
Yep, that's what those round holes, because that's got the rubber pieces. That way it protects the
you're right. It sure does. Yeah, it has a
yep, it's got it on each end.
All 4 corners. These are really blurry. Can you make it out?
No, but I mean, that one kind of looks like it's the bottom box with the top box and an end locker.
It looks like it's saying it's over to the right. It has more color. More color something.
Options.
Oh yeah, more color options. Looks like integrated drawer latches, like what.
Now,
this is what I was thinking, is that the drawer latches on all the Series 3 is going to look more like the single bank, which we know now is a Series 3 as well.
Right. Well, now the way the guy was putting it, like on mine that I've got on the top and bottom box, in order to open up the drawer, I have the little latches on the right-hand side. He's saying the Series 3 is where you can open it up from left or right.
Yeah, well, if you've seen the Series 3 full bank, it's got a latch up the latch goes the full length of the drawer. So no matter
Right.
where you grab it, you can slide it to one side and
Right.
and open the drawer. So
Right.
it's the only thing I don't like about it is it's really rattly. I was kind of looking at that and I'm like, boy, it sure is loose and rattly, and it's kind of plastic. It felt to me like it was a little cheap. It's
Right.
like, is it really that expensive to put a squeeze latch on it, where you could squeeze it and get your
I know she got
drawer
she got
open?
me she got me some food in there.
Mhm. And I'm
But-
not paying delivery
I know.
because they shorted me.
Uh-oh. Oh, so you went through drive-through like
Yep.
normal. That's why I don't go through drive-through. I go inside.
I have no.
I don't just drive-through.
You know, I have no problem calling them.
I know.
So it looks like the other thing. The first one says fully modular design. Then it
Right.
says integrated power.
Correct.
So you were right on that one. And
Deeper
is-
drawers.
deeper drawers.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, does that say designer drawers or what? So
Nope.
you can see it
And
better than I could.
Yeah, and the guy was saying, yeah, they're making the drawers, everything deeper. So that means instead of 22 inches, that must mean they're going to 25 like the Icon.
and improved
Oh.
latches and more color options.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing that I'm wondering, Dale. Is it going to be made the same plant as Icon, but just with the U.S. General name on it at a lower cost?
Well, I had heard something. I don't want to say that I heard it from somebody at Harbor Freight, but I may have when I called in and talked to them, or one of the store managers or something. But one of the issues in the supply chain they had was during COVID, they had a big supply chain issue. And so, of course, with tariffs and everything else, they ended up going through South Korea. Don't quote me on this because I don't want to swear to it, because it was quite a while that I talked to the guy. But I thought there was something about they were moving the U.S. General through South Korea to maybe work with tariffs and be able to manage the price, plus, be able to get them shipped because of the holdup that there was in the supply chain. Because he said that, it wasn't a problem of getting them here at that time because they were just here, but they were just sitting on the docks forever, trying to get past that part of the supply chain. But if you've got one other thing, and that is the shipment of them to begin with. So who knows? They could be moving all of that to South Korea and shipping them all that way. So I don't know where the factory is at for Icon, but if it's already in South Korea instead of in China, it could be they're going to make all of them at the same factory. But look at that stainless steel back on there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And it
It's
honestly,
a stainless steel. That's a stainless steel top too. You see that?
Yep. It
it
is.
would make sense to make the U.S. General in the same plant because they already know how to set up the machines. They just have to adjust for the measurements.
Yep. They've already got the dies and everything.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Especially for that rack system, the
Yep.
power drawer with the rack that holds power tools. It would make sense for them to do it in the same factory.
Mhm.
Now, here, you're talking about maybe moving to South Korea and everything. I'm going, well, why doesn't Harbor Freight, to make everything a lot easier, why don't they just ship everything,
Suck
back
it back, Scott.
over to, say, to Mexico? We don't have to worry about stuff like that then.
Well, and then you have to have skilled enough labor, right? Not
Well,
only
they got plenty of skill and labor down there. I mean, you could probably get a trained monkey to operate the machines.
well, and then
Somebody that's up here making $15 an hour could go down to and be paid that amount of money to live in Mexico and run a plant.
and the
Okay,
maintenance
they
workers
can
and everything else. It's
They can have
a
an
good
8-bedroom, 8-bath house and have no problem.
Yeah.
It's a good move. It
Yeah.
would be a good move.
It would be a
do that.
good move, and we wouldn't have to worry about the tariffs and everything for getting something from Mexico here, transportation wise and everything, would not be as big of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting thought.
Didn't DeWalt move one of their plants down to Mexico to start making power tools?
Well, it's really hard to get past the stigma. Everybody still cries about, the $5 or $6 Harbor Freight flag that is not made in America. And it's like, Harbor Freight sells Betsy flag. It's made in America. If you wanna get the better quality and made in America, you have that option. They've gone ahead and done that within the last 2 years. They started selling Betsy flags, and it's like, if you want to support the U.S. and made in America, then go ahead and do it. But the stigma of that is terrible, and all it really, in my humble opinion, is doing, Mater, and I think you might think the same, is that it's just putting them into hiding things and saying, like, assembled in America with global materials.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it
It's like,
right.
you know what part is assembled in America? That sticker that they stick on it that says made from global parts. That's the part that's made in America.
Talking about something like that, to me, I've twisted wrenches for a living going back in the 80s, okay? Because like I said, I worked for Montgomery Ward's in their automotive center. I even worked for Sears. And there's even another place that Dale would remember, Western Auto.
Oh, man, Western Auto. I love that store. I don't know what ever happened to them.
Well, they wound up going out of business. But anyways, you hear everybody saying, well, we need stuff made in America instead of made in China or Korea or Taiwan, stuff like that. We need to have all this stuff made back over here. Yeah, you could be doing that, but then you're going to be paying about 10 times more the money for it. That's the only problem, because think about how much it's going to cost labor-wise to have a plant here in the United States. One, you're going to spend all that money to get the plant operational. You're going to have all the equipment and everything. You also got to pay someone buku's amounts of dollars to operate all that stuff.
And your basic,
and then you're going to pay for health insurance and dental, vision, all that kind of stuff. Whereas over there, they don't know anything about that, and they might be making about $2 or $3 an hour over there.
And your basic entry-level manufacturing job. I mean, just walk. Even the janitors make $10 an hour, and all they're doing is cleaning up after everybody else. If you are actively working on a line, you're making 15 to 20, depending on your experience. If you are running the line, you are the manager of that line, you're making 30 to 40. If you are over a section, you're making 50 to 60. And if you're over an actual warehouse, you can make $100 to $150 an hour per 8-hour shift.
Yep.
Well,
and that's the problem, is that nobody, okay, so like they'll take, say, for the Pittsburgh Pro Ratchet, that's what, about $15-$20, just guessing? Okay. How much is the Icon?
Yeah, it's like 2-3 times.
Right.
Last time I looked, it's like $40 for a Icon. I think that's a 3/8.
Okay. Now, how much? Okay. Snap-on. How much are their tools compared to? Yeah. Okay. So basically,
I don't see that far.
Right. Well,
I could start at whatever I could start at the side where the price tag, the dollar sign is, and I don't see well enough to get all the way to the other side.
Well, what I'm saying though is, okay, so say we start getting all those manufacturers to come here and start producing it, then you're going to be start looking at tool truck prices for all these tools.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then everybody's going to want to complain, moan, and groan about how expensive they are, and they're going,
nobody can afford tools work at home anymore.
Right. Then they're going to be complaining that they're too expensive, and it's like, well, you wanted them made here, but yet you don't want to pay the price for them now because it's going to cost more to get them made here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dale.
I think that the really big thing is to get balance, between, what you're willing to pay, because some people are willing to pay to get a better quality or a name brand tool. I don't wear Nike or New Balance or Reebok tennis shoes either. And
Nope.
I'm not cheap,
$10.
but I am conscientious, and I am frugal about the money I do spend and what I get out of my tools and everything that
Yep.
I buy for what
Okay,
I pay for.
let me give you a cost comparison. This is a 16-ounce can of soda. You can tell by the colors what it is.
Yeah.
But now to get a 24-ounce fountain soda at any of your convenience stores, the independently owned, the chain stores, the franchise stores, any of them, that can cost me $1.25 plus tax. So about $1.35. Okay. I go to a chain store for a 24 ounce, I'm paying 89 cents plus tax. The cost to make the can is roughly 30 cents because they have to import the can, the carbonation and the syrup for the soda that's in it and the mixing of it, and then the sealing and the coloring on the can. That costs about 30 cents. Your fountain drink, cup, lid, straw, soda, or carbonation, and syrup. Those 5 things cost 7 cents. There is a 300% markup on your fountain sodas. I had an assistant district manager help me figure that out with me at a convenience store I worked at for like 10 years. So your a baseline profit price for any visit cost plus 40%, and anything above that is profit, because your cost of the product is going to go right back into making more.
Yep.
40% you're going to split half into the business, half into maintaining other stuff for the business, the building, the electricity, water, yada yada yada. But the first 20% is going to be your health insurance and everything, depending on the size of your crew. So basically, you're putting everything back in your base profit back into your business. So,
well, not for that drink though, right? That's another two. Where's the other 260? Because you said 300% markup. If you take the 40% normal profit on items, and doesn't that mean the extra 260% that they get to pocket?
Yep.
So
They're just
I don't think they're hurting.
Oh no, they're not. They're not hurting. But
No.
into that profit is also the delivery fee that comes as part of when they bring the rest of the products in. And are you paying for a 2.5 gallon or a 5 gallon?
Hey,
Hi,
Tom.
Tyler. Are you paying for, and you have to pay for someone to come out and fill your carbonation tanks? You have to, and you're paying for the branding. If you have the like the 7-Eleven cups or the QT or whatever that has the specific store name on it, you're paying for that branding.
Cookies.
So yeah, basically your 300% profit, they're taking home 150 of it. Yeah, the rest of it's going back in there, and we don't see it.
Right.
They're not hurting, but it's just, I mean, that's how you have to figure it. And when it costs you $60 to make 1 3/8 ratchet in a U.S. manufacturing, and then your baseline profit of 40%.
Yeah, the higher that baseline cost is, you're right, the more, the higher the percentage, because they strictly go percentage, not difference between making it here or there.
Yeah.
Right.
They literally, baseline is $40 times 40%. Add that together, that's what you get. They're going to go by what it costs. Who is the higher cost for manufacturing of that one product, and that's where they're going to get their baseline at.
Right.
And
that's another reason why a lot of manufacturing plants decided to leave America and everything and go to other countries because the labor force is so much cheaper overseas.
Yeah.
And they can make so much more profit, but they can also lower the price on it, kind of like what Harbor Freight's done. And Dale, I feel like this. When I first went into a Harbor Freight back in the late 90s, okay, I looked at their tools and everything, and I'm going, this stuff is junk. I wouldn't buy any of this. It's all, to me at that time, it was all cheap, very Chinese made, not good quality. All my hand tools and everything are now Pittsburgh because the quality on them has gotten, they realize, hey, yeah, we've got these tools, but people really don't like them. The quality's not there. So what did Harbor Freight do? They actually went out to manufacturers and said, hey, can you actually manufacture this stuff to this spec and everything to get a better quality? And that's what they've done, and that's what they're bringing in.
Yeah, and so they can. This goes back to the thing, it's a lot. It gets into political views and everything about how people feel about buying stuff overseas and whatever. But I think that there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of balance of both. And
Right.
and get your expensive tools. I have Milwaukee, but I also love my Harbor Freight stuff, and I'll buy it again and again. Now, have I wrapped them on the beat now and again? And I tell people there are some things you don't buy. Yeah, that's right, because Harbor Freight themselves they've got a big stigma to get over from. You can't find hardly anybody our age that won't go back and even give Harbor Freight a try, but there's a lot of people that will. And so the big thing is if I'm going to show it to you or I'm going to recommend it, then it's going to be, this is not the same Harbor Freight. Go and look at this. Yeah, I know about that. Don't tell me about that. Everybody knows about that. Go look at this though, and tell me that it's not better.
Right. I mean, there's Tecton. There's also Gear Wrench that I know that my local Tractor Supply carries. Now, if I really wanted to, I could save some money. I could go over here to my AutoZone, or I could go over to O'Reilly's and buy their brand of house tools. But now, if I really want to spend money, I could go to the tool truck way. The only problem with doing that is, like I said before, okay, you have
Shoemaker, shoe.
No, I'm going to slap him.
No, but the simple fact
I thought you
is,
were
and Dale, I know you'll agree with this. Is the simple fact is, okay, say you're at the shop and everything that morning, and you're using, say, a snap-on ratchet or a wrench or something, it breaks, okay, and this is the day after the tool truck has already come in, but you need to finish that job that day. So it's like, okay, do I wait until he comes back, or do I find someone that's got the same tool to try and borrow it? Or do I just, okay, lunch is coming up. I'm about 30 minutes from lunch. I can go to take my lunch break. I can run over here to Harbor Freight, take that tool with me, exchange it, come back. I can finish the customer's car up that day.
Yep.
Pretty darn happy to have a Harbor Freight nearby then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can get to, I've got one over here in Waxahachie. It takes me, about 25 minutes. And if I want to go to the one Corsicana, it's about 35 minutes away.
Yep.
Well, I speculate because I speculate a lot on their finances, because we all know Harbor Freight is privately held. So you don't have board members leaking reports or anything about their financials, but you can get a pretty good idea of what their financials are if you go out to Forbes and look at the Forbes 500 list of richest people.
Right.
And it's funny because our buddy over there, gosh, his name. I can't think of his name right now.
Eric. How about Eric?
Eric Schmidt.
Yep.
Eric Schmidt. He's richer than Trump, and he's done nothing but grow. And don't get mad at me, Eric. I'm not giving away your financials, but if you look at it, it looks like they recently, when interest rates got really low, they refinanced all their debt so that they're not paying that out in interest.
Hmm.
And you know,
It's
like
perfectly legal.
I kind of I kind of cry a little bit about it because it's like, well, you could have given us a little bit more of a break or whatever and absorbed some of those terrible supply chain costs, you know, because
No,
everything went
but
up so much recently. But I think what they did was reinvested in new products, and they're reinvesting in putting Harbor Freight stores everywhere. They've just been going crazy with,
Yep.
and they have a separate, like McDonald's model, they have a separate real estate purchasing company that
Mhm.
buys or leases or whatever this real estate. They're very specific about their real estate goals when it comes to opening another Harbor Freight store, not just for location,
Right.
Mhm.
but because of the value of the
Competition.
property if they have a chance to buy it and own the property.
Yeah, they would
Now,
rather have a standalone than in a shopping center because it's more money for them in
hey, Daryl,
pockets and less out. Hi, Daryl. And that's any
But
business. If you have a
but
standalone,
I don't think they lease if they can get around leasing. I think they try to buy everything is what it looks like to me. I'm not a real estate expert, but they do have
yeah,
a
they
very
do.
specific goal in mind when it comes to, and they're what it looks to me like they're doing is going around picking up old Kmart and old Walmarts. Remember the Walmarts before they had grocery stores in them, you know,
yep.
Oh yeah,
picking
and
up.
they'll Kmart's, Targets, stuff like that before the ones that are not going to be repurposed into other shopping centers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like for here, like over in Waxahachie, before we, you know, when they wound up moving in there, that used to be the old Hastings store in the little shopping strip. So that was perfect since Hastings went out of business. Harbor Freight goes, oh, okay, boom. They moved in. And I don't know what was now, of course, Canada, I don't know what was down there.
Yeah, they're in a strip mall, but the way the strip mall is set up, you've got half a dozen stores here, but where Harbor Freight is, you have Harbor Freight and one other store.
In
That's
the
it.
same building. Yep.
It
Yeah.
it doesn't look like they're totally against, and some Harbor Freights may be grandfathered in. I mean, they'll put in a Harbor Freight if they get a chance to, but I'm saying I'm not trying to talk out of the other side of my face, but I'm saying it looks to me like their preferred model is to buy the real estate and
Yeah.
own that like McDonald's does.
Yeah.
Right.
When we went to my dad's, they moved into a strip mall that it is actively dying because I want to say 2005, 2006, Oklahoma had a lot of really bad tornadoes.
Yep.
And the Walmart that was in that strip mall was building a standalone super center in town. A huge tornado hit that strip mall, and literally, you had the mall here. Now the mall is like this. It literally took out the Dollar Tree. There is a hole there.
Well, now they can put an alley in there, right?
Well, they probably could, but the thing about it is, okay, the tornado took out the Dollar Tree, but at least it left the Harbor Freight.
No, Harbor Freight was not there.
Oh, they weren't there at the time.
Harbor Freight. No, Harbor Freight's only been there. It'll be 3 years now. When it started moving in, my dad called me. He said, "Hey, girl, what's up?" I said, "Not a lot. What's going on?" He said, "We got a Harbor Freight in town." I said, "Well, you go buy your wrenches from there, and you go buy these and this and this." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because I used to work for them." I said, "And it's hard, and you know how I can work wrenches." He goes, "Yeah." I said, "I over torqued and broke a wrench." He goes, and I said, "I walked in there. I still had blood on my hand. I told him to open a bag, dropped it in there, and I said, replace that. Got a wrench, went out, finished what I had to do on my car." He goes, it is. I don't have the line now because it's been like 6 years, but I over torqued it and I broke it.
Yep.
You know what surprised you know what surprised me is the composite ratchets. Really, I was blown away by those things. I mean, you can bend that handle at a 90-degree angle just about. They
Yep.
will not break. I was so knocked out by those. I just
I haven't
really
dealt
did
with
not
those.
believe.
Right. And Dale, for one thing, you know, I know a lot of people have said it. Now,
Exactly,
I just did a
Daryl.
video on it a few days ago. But if you go to a lot of your tire shops, those guys are using Daytona jacks.
And they're in the Harbor Freight green.
Yeah. Well,
Well, sure
they're in different colors, but I mean, I took my car in. I had to get a couple of tires, and this was Saturday. That's why I did that video. But I had to get a couple of tires put on my car for it to pass inspection. And I took it to a different place. They also do tires, but I'm not familiar with them compared to the one I do know. And I walked up and sitting outside, they actually had a Pittsburgh jack. So, and I do know that some of the other tire shops, yeah, if you walk into them, they've got Daytona jacks. I'm going, if a Pittsburgh, I mean, if you go into Harbor Freight and you're saying their jacks and their tools and everything are crap, why is it that most of your tire shops are using Daytonas from Harbor Freight?
Well, I remember going back and forth with Chad, you know, CP, the tool addict, about this once, and it really got to be quite comical because, you know, the guy can be hilarious when he wants to be hilarious, and we were going back and forth, you know, teasing back and forth about it because he likes Harbor Freight too, but not every Harbor Freight. And we got on the discussion of Daytona jacks, and he says, "Well, you always say Daytona jacks are like." I think he said you always say that Harbor Freight jacks are like Snap-on jacks, and it's not true. And I said, "No, I didn't say it, Chad. Snap-on said it. They're the ones who sued Harbor Freight because it was like theirs. They're the ones who said it's like theirs, not me. I didn't have to.
And
Everybody's
Snap-on
going to listen to Snap-on, not me."
Yeah. Hey, Dale, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Be careful talking about that particular person because that's a very, very, very sore subject on my channel.
Oh, on your channel. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be one that we would have to explain off panel. And
Yeah, because I play this. That person is not even welcome up on panel or in chat.
yeah. Well, you know, there's a huge
there's good, bad, and
community-
ugly all over. And
I know. Yep.
There-
yeah,
there's
that, like I
there's
said,
a huge there's a huge community out there in YouTube, and there some people, you know, you either love them to death or you hate them to death, right?
Well, that particular person caused a lot of problems and drama on my channel.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
well, yeah, that's one we'll explain later
Yeah.
off channel, off panel, and everything. But hi, Cajun. Sorry about that.
Yep.
No, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
boo.
I'm sorry for the noise. I had to mute myself.
No, it's all
Mrs. beating up the stove, making a crawfish etouffee.
Yep.
And y'all didn't hear all that? She was
Oh,
beating
yeah,
up
well,
on them
okay.
pots.
But
with that spoon. Yeah.
speaking of, he needs to take a break if he wants these McRibs.
I know.
Oh,
Now I
no.
can
So,
see
hey.
Dale's.
How y'all doing?
He heard about that etouffee.
Oh yeah. Dale, how you doing, Dale? Man, I ain't seen you in what 3 weeks, a month?
I've been all right, Boo. I've been seeing you on the panel over there. Looks like you're doing a lot better than the last time I saw you.
Yeah. Lots better. Thank you.
Yep. No hospital stays.
That second surgery, man, when I got out, let's see, where did I go to the doctor? I forget which one it was. I've been to 7 of them in the past month and a half, I think,
Oh,
2 months.
no.
Yeah, but
Anyway, I got on the scale and I had lost like 24 pounds, you know, and I weighed myself today I just got back from the doctor. Well, doctor in Walmart in here. One of the very few times I go to Walmart, and I wanted to walk. So exercise, you know, because I got to walk. I got to build up my strength. My arms are thinner. Got to build that up. But anyway, 151. That's a far cry from 174.
Well, don't worry about that other 20 pounds, Boo. I found it. It's right here.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
It's right
Good.
right there, buddy.
you and me both.
Hey, Ken. Everybody,
Hey,
hello. Lorna.
since Ed's not on tonight, should we tease the council a little bit here? I got some Halloween costumes that didn't sell. Spirit Store marked everything way down, and I found some that you guys might like if you want to see them.
Sure.
I can
What?
share them with
So Ed's not coming on tonight, for sure.
you. Ed is for sure not coming on tonight.
Darn
Okay.
it.
And that's 2 in a row. Mater didn't go live last night, and Ed's not going live. But I filled in for Mater last night. Went on at 7, and but I stayed on a lot longer than Mater does.
Yeah. Okay, and I don't know where the echo is, but
Me?
my first crochet group I'm with, we help out at our church with a trunk or treat.
Yeah, I saw that video. Trunk or treat.
I got to play with the money. You tell me what you want, I write it down, and you give me the money, and we're good.
What, y'all was charging for the candy?
No, for
No, I'm
concessions,
picking.
hot dogs, hamburgers,
Yeah.
nachos, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I know.
All the stuff you should not eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Arnie-
made mummy hot dogs.
I don't know if he's doing a full panel or not. I know he did specific because of the toolbox, but we opened at 6, and we didn't shut down the concession until 8:30.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe 8:45.
What
It's
time
when
y'all got home?
about 10:20.
That's about the time I shut it down. Yeah.
It was close to 9:30 by the time they were shutting everything down.
Yeah, it took us till almost 9 o'clock to finally get all the orders out, done,
Dang.
and here served. And then I had to go through and count all the tickets, count all the money, make sure all that matched up. And we got $16 in tips for almost 2.5, 3 hours. Okay, give me
6-ton Daytona jack. Oh, jack stands. Oh, okay. Now I'm reading it right. Hey, me and Johnny bought one of those jacks. 4-ton, I think. What's Harbor Freight got in the Daytona jack? The Daytona quick pump or whatever?
They got them 1.5, and they got them in, was it 3-ton?
It's either
got-
3 or
we'll have a
4.
1.5, a 2, and a 3. And
No, I think Boo is right. They've got like a really stubby one now that's like, a lot shorter than the others. It's like
Oh no,
4-ton jack.
this is a regular size shop floor jack.
Oh, and that'd be the 3-ton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's-
a big
that-
one. Yeah, it's heavy.
No, they do have.
It's-
I'm sorry, they've got a 4-ton. They do have.
It's a 3 or 4, and I tell you what, that sucker right there, I can put my finger on the handle and jack my Jeep up.
Yep.
I'm picking up the whole ass end of the Jeep. The middle of the chunk, the differential chunk. That's why I put it right there, and that's how I pick up anything. Change the
Arnie-
tires. But no effort at all for my Jeep. But that Jeep don't weigh. My Jeep's not a Suburban. It is heavier than a car of equal size because it's got more steel in it. It's not a tank, but I like that jack. I'll recommend that to anybody.
yeah, I've worked with those jacks off and on before I ever dealt with Harbor Freight. I mean, I borrowed them from my uncles, borrowed them from different people. It's like, hey, dude's got a flat out here. Can I borrow your jack? Well, I got this Harbor Freight one. Dude, I don't care. Give me the jack.
Yeah, I need a jack. I didn't actually what kind it was.
I was so glad when we had diesels a lot, and the 3-ton I thought was kind of on the cusp of jacking up that Super Duty truck, but I was a lot more comfortable when I saw they came out with the 4-ton. I'm like, there you go, that'll work.
Yep. The 3-ton is just that that much where you need it, but you want that extra.
And
Dale, if you're a coupon hunter, I need to run. Make sure I'm in a different state because you'd run me over.
I'm just wondering if they've come out one for a certain train engineer.
Oh, well, you know what?
I love that costume.
That's cute. That's cute.
That redo of that.
Yes,
I like it.
That's what I thought. They did have the 1.5, the 2, and the 3. The 4-ton is a newer product, and by newer I mean anything in like the last 5 years, because I haven't worked for them in 10.
Hey, Dale.
It was about 5 years ago we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, if they had one for a train engineer, I'm wondering if the Honda original included.
I got something like that. I just shared it. That
yeah,
it is.
There you go. Networking.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, is it say the Honda? Okay, Honda Ridgeline not shown. Okay.
Yeah, not shown. That not included.
466 3684.
Let's see. What do we got on here for a network engineer? He comes complete with Ubiquiti gear. His poor excuses. Honda Ridgeline is not shown, but it does come with them. And his long-winded explanations. His mansplaining comes with the costume. And train is sold separately for this guy.
All right.
But you do get a Honda Ridgeline with this guy. They make those. Do they make those in Mexico? So they're probably pretty cheap, right?
Yeah, they're probably cheap.
You know, I think of all the council members, I'm the only one that really has owned a Honda Ridgeline, and it was not too bad. I never for a moment fooled myself or thought it was a truck. You know, I did a couple of truck things with it, but I didn't really feel like or think it was a truck. But
I'll be honest, if I have a vehicle that needs to go in for repairs and they give me a Honda Ridgeline as a rental, I'll take it just to piss Mater off.
And does it work, Mater?
What's that? The Honda Ridgeline?
Yeah, when she rents a rental car for a Honda Ridgeline.
I haven't had the opportunity yet, but I will.
Well, I'll put it like this. I wouldn't care because it ain't mine, and I guarantee I do a lot more to it than what I do to my own.
Yeah, but if it's a rental, you can't even smoke in it.
I can still make it smoke.
This one here is my my favorite one.
Something I haven't had in a long time. A McRib.
Try that one.
Jehu.
We were talking about that. It was funny. We were talking about this, and Ed says, "How comes that's a slimmed down version of Jehu?" And I said, "Well, the package is only so wide. I wanted to put a list of includes in there. You know, I had to thin them up a little bit here."
Damn.
Includes the vest is undersized. Jay isn't oversized. The vest is undersized.
Okay, 1 second. Ken, they have been back in Texas. They came back last month.
Yep.
They've been back for 1 month already. Check your Mickey D's.
Well, they've only been back for about a week.
Oh, a week? Okay, I thought it was longer.
You know, it's only been back for a week, and since her son works at McDonald's, the end of November is when they're going away. Well, basically,
run, Ken, run!
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, yeah, you got till the end of November to get a McRib.
I ain't ate one of them in probably 25 years, 30 years.
Those are so good, though.
They're good, but honestly,
years.
I can go to Walmart and get the whatever the brand is in the yellow box, but they have the ribs and the Salisbury steak or enchiladas or lasagna. You can get that and go for it and cook it.
Yeah. last night somebody was saying on in my live stream that they went to McDonald's and they wanted, they ordered a Big Mac, but they told the girl, I don't want the beef patties on it. I want to replace the beef patties with your fried chicken patties. The chicken. Yeah. So they said, okay, and no extra charge or nothing. And there was 3 people in the stream that said the same thing. They did it too. So
Yeah, it's doable.
No extra charge. Instead of a beef patty, you get the chicken patty. And you get 2 chicken patties. That's a lot of food with 3 pieces of buns,
Oh, yeah. And the lettuce and pickles, onions, and the secret sauce, which is Thousand Island and relish, guys.
Kind of like, it's mayonnaise and ketchup mixed with, it's tartar sauce with some ketchup in it.
It's Thousand Island dressing and relish.
Okay. Their version of Thousand Island. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, it's all it is. Yeah. Anyway.
That's the last one. Anyway, that's all the Halloween costumes that did not sell.
Oh wait. Oh, I didn't see this one. Leave it up for a minute. Clipboard crayons, 24-pack. Clean toolbox. Bloated Snap-on bill. Damn. Well, you got an imagination, Dale.
It's never zero, is it?
Nope. Never zero.
Look at. By the way, I put the Super Duty out front here because that was a cut-off picture of Power Stroke Jude, so I had to put something there. So I went and got a picture of a Super Duty and cut the front off of it and put it out here, but that is not proportional at all. Otherwise, man, Power Stroke Jude be like, from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Dale,
no, that looks just about right there.
Yeah, but California would be having a lot more earthquakes if that was proportional.
Yeah.
Now, damn.
I was gonna say, Dale, have you seen the guys that are out of Colorado that have been doing all the testing with the EVs compared to the fossil fuel vehicle?
You know what? I watch a lot of TFL, and I think that they're out of.
These are all on YouTube. They got YouTube channels.
Yeah, those guys.
Right, and the one thing
is one of them has like a Russian accent or something like that.
Kind of, yeah. He definitely tell he's not from the U.S.
Originally,
yeah, I think that
right originally, but
I can't remember what TFL stands for, but I bet you that's who you're talking about.
Is that the Russian that blew up his electric car when he brought it to the dealership and they said you're gonna need new batteries? And it's going to cost you $25,000. He says, "Look, y'all kiss my foot. I'm going to blow this car up." They thought he was joking. He made a video on it. He blew up his electric car. 5 years old, blew it up.
Wow.
I mean, they had an explosive team come out and rigged all the C4 and whatever it was around that car to time, and it was timed, 1, 2, 3, like fireworks or whatever, and it all went perfect. And I mean, he blew the smithereens out of that. They was looking for pieces 100 yards away.
Yep. But no,
that's him, huh?
Is these guys here? They've done them with, I know with the Ford Lightning and a couple of the others.
Oh, it's not the same guy?
No, it's not the same guy.
Not the same channel, okay.
Guys, the last one, they got the Hummer version of it. Okay.
I bet that did worse than the Lightning.
Well, up like this. They test them out to see how far they can travel pulling a load. Okay.
Oh,
okay. So they will get identical trailers. Okay. Totally identical, same weight, everything. So there's nothing different between the trailers. Okay. They will charge up the electric vehicle and they will fill up the fossil fuel one. And so far, the fossil fuel vehicle has won as far as towing distance every single time. And the thing about it is, the last one was actually up against a Dodge Ram diesel. Okay.
Ooh.
And now here's the thing: that Ram diesel.
Hi, Missy.
Hey, Missy.
Hey,
But
honey.
anyway, yeah, that Ram diesel and everything, brand new, is about $62,000. That Hummer EV is $114,000. Okay,
Wow.
and yeah, what it's going to cost you power wise, as far as to charge that EV and everything, is not quite as much as buying a full tank of diesel. But how many years is it going to take you to equal all that? And that time span is going to keep going and going, because electricity is always going to get to be more expensive. And right now, with everything going on out in California, one, they're basically saying by the end of 2023, you can no longer buy a gas-powered outdoor power equipment. Okay, so a push mower, weed eater, chainsaw, anything like that has to be electric. Now they're doing away with natural gas appliances.
Oh no.
Your hot water heater.
Right. So no,
Your stove.
yeah, a heater, a house heater, anything that runs on natural gas, you're gonna have to convert over to electric. Their electric grid can't even keep up with everything, because I keep hearing people saying that California says, "Oh, by the way, during this time period between here and here, please do not charge your electric vehicles because our power grid can't handle it."
Yeah.
What are they going to do when there's nothing but?
Everything is electric. That's the thing I'm curious about. How is it going to be when everything out there is electric? They're
Right.
not going to get rid of the smog by doing all this. All that smog is created by the politicians and the hot air they create.
Well, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. When I was a little kid, we lived in Arizona, Northwest Arizona. And so we were pretty close to California. We went to California a lot because my aunts and uncles lived there, my grandparents. So we made a lot of trips over there. And
Oh, you was around Bullhead City?
no, actually Kingman. You lived in Kingman.
Kingman. Oh, yeah. You was to the east of Bullhead. Okay.
Yeah. So we used to make that trip over there a lot, Mater. And I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, I'm like, how they ever film any of those cool California shows where they're showing all the sunshine and everything? Because all I ever saw when I went over there was a terrible brown sky, smog, and it smelled all the time. And it's changed a lot since back then. It's like, no, there was a lot of smog back then, and they got rid of it. And now they're still saying, oh, this CO2 and that, whatever. And it's like, well, at least you can't see it like you could when I was a kid. It seemed to me like that was a lot worse back then, but maybe I'm wrong.
Right. Like Anthony is saying, yeah, I'm 100% point on that being all BS. But the thing about it is, Dale, it's called video editing and CGI. Yeah,
they just paste a blue sky in there. Let's get a filter out there. Makes for that beautiful sunset, though. They don't have to use a filter then. It just looks brown and orange.
I've been on Route 66 in Kingman and in that area. I've been over there. I used to live in Tucson, and I'd go to Parker all the time, right below Lake Havasu.
Sure.
Parker Dam area and all that. My buddy's grandma and mama had a resort, a house in a resort area across from Parker in Earp, California. That little bitty community called Earp. And all they had was a post office and a smoke shop, tobacco store. That was it in Earp, plus the resort area. And they had a pair of jet skis at the river. They was right on the river, on a bluff above the river a little bit. And me and my buddy go down there, or we, and we have a couple of bikinis with us naturally, and we just jump on the jet skis, throw them in the waterfront. They was on a ramp like that, just untied them and got on them, popped the hook, and you was in the water. Started up and go jet skiing down the river.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, like I said, kind of like what Anthony was saying, his whole house is all gas. Okay.
Yeah,
That
mine
means-
too.
Right. But he's saying he's going to, but with the way everything in California is, he's going to have to replace the stove, the heater, the hot water heater, the dryer, and all go electric. And yet their power grid can't handle everything right now. So
I know.
what's it going to be like once they do convert everything over?
Yeah.
And
They're going to have to give people time to phase into that if it happens. It happens.
No, they're already putting it into effect.
It's going to be fought, believe me.
Well, yeah. At
it's
the
gonna be
time,
fought.
somebody had a real good idea about having the U.S. go to the metric system. Remember that? And
Yeah,
man,
that didn't work.
Yeah, that's all they taught in school. There's an interstate highway in Arizona, of all places, that runs between Tucson and Douglas, I think it is, that uses metric system. It's the only place in, interstate, government regulated. It was just a pilot program. And then that whole idea about converting us all over to metric went out the door. We're still stuck with gallons of milk that say a gallon of milk and
Right.
what is it, four liters or something?
Yeah.
So, but
Or
that's about as far as they got.
whatever, yeah.
But they always have those good ideas. They're bigger ideas than what they can actually implement.
I like what Renegade said.
He was wearing a bikini. No, I said we. No,
I hope there was something in them besides you, Cajun.
I said we brought a couple of bikinis over there.
Yeah, but he was saying, did he just say you were wearing them?
No, I did not. I said we'd have a couple of bikinis sitting behind us on the jet ski. That's what I said. That meant a couple of girls.
Yeah. Now, I tell you one thing. One thing about with Dale, if anybody's ever interested, get with him if you need a hot deal on a U-Haul truck.
Yeah.
He
Hot
can-
deal, yeah.
he can-
Hot
No,
deal.
I'm running away. That deal's too hot for me.
I had a hot deal on the lawnmower a while back. You remember?
Yeah.
It
Yep.
fried that lawnmower.
Well, Dale, like I said, Dale's the man you need to go to for hot deals on U-Haul trucks.
I was lucky to come out of that one with my hair.
Didn't you say that you'd already unloaded it and you were taking it back too?
No,
No, we didn't even load it. We had
he
just
just
picked it up.
Okay.
And we didn't even.
He hadn't even made it to his house.
Yeah, we didn't even want that truck. We weren't taking it to our house. We showed up to pick up that truck on time where they said it was going to be. And I looked around that truck when they brought it up and I'm like, this thing is dangerous. I'm not driving that. It had lights on the dash and everything else. The guy says, oh, it's just a little low on oil. So he went about his business putting oil in it. And I was looking at it some more and I'm like, I'm not taking this truck. This truck is dangerous. This truck is dangerous. I'm not taking that thing. I have to drive it across the country. And it had like thousands of miles on it. This was a high mileage truck. And so the guy came back and I said, I don't know what you're going to do, bro, but I'm not taking this truck. You guys need to get me a truck that I can make it across country in, and I'm not taking that one. So he called a regional manager guy, and the manager guy calls back and he says, look, I'm going to get you a truck, but you need the trailer that's connected to that truck. So he had us bring the trailer and truck across Phoenix from where we were at to where the truck was that he had for us. We were just going to swap the trailer and then be on about our business. And we didn't even get a block away till this thing started, smelling and smoking and steaming, and you could smell it, heating up. And so we came up to the corner and we were getting ready to turn. And by that time, every light on the dash came on, the buzzers were going off, and this thing, I didn't even know if we were going to make it back. And then all of a sudden it cooled off and straightened up. All the lights went off, buzzers went off. I said, oh, okay. Well, I told my wife, maybe we can make it across Phoenix. So we went ahead and got on the freeway. We didn't get very far at all till that thing. And I mean, she barely found a place to pull over, and she got out. I almost didn't make it out of the thing because the inside, you hear people talk about it, but you never realize, you know.
Which y'all was on I-10 or I-17 or?
I think it was the 101 that we were on.
Oh, okay.
Right
That
there.
was a route.
We might have been on the 10. We might have been on the 10, but I think it was the 101. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
by the time we got somewhere and pulled over, and she had already gotten out, she was just coming around the other side. By then there was just instantly, there was so much smoke in the cab that I couldn't see. I almost didn't get out.
Yep.
But she opened the door, and it was just enough vacuum to pull the smoke out so I could climb down out of the thing. And we had a new Hyundai Calligraphy, brand new, on that trailer that we had drove over to pick up the truck with. And we barely got it off the trailer.
Dang.
And luckily there was people there to help us, you know, so,
Yeah.
you know,
I
you could
remember
have
the
somebody.
So
video.
y'all were still in Phoenix when it caught on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought y'all was like almost a whole state away or something. Okay, so
No,
y'all
no,
was
we were
still
just
there.
taking it.
Dang.
We were
Yeah,
taking it
I-
from one community to another.
Yeah, I
Hey,
didn't
next
think you'd even made it to where you needed to be.
Yeah, because I know
No,
you
no.
said the trailer or the truck and everything was empty. You hadn't. There was no furniture or anything like that inside of it.
Yeah, we were lucky because we wouldn't have gotten any furniture out of it if it was
Right.
loaded.
Yeah, y'all
We
have
would've
lost
gotten everything out.
everything.
Yeah.
And you know, it was really sus because the guy that made us drive the truck over there, I'm not sure, but I kind of wonder if he was trying to keep things under wraps, you know, because he was like, well, you know, I got this other truck for you. Just leave that there. I'm on my way there. I'm going to take care of it. If the cops show up or whatever, just tell them that somebody responsible is showing up for U-Haul or whatever. And the cops, you know, they came, and the firemen and stuff, and they're like, you can't leave. You just had a truck catch on fire that you guys were driving on the side of the freeway, you know.
Right.
They didn't want to hear anything about a guy coming from U-Haul. They wanted us to stay there. And
Right.
that guy finally did show up, and he made a big stink about, you know, I don't know if maybe he was just customer oriented and wanted us to be able to get back on our time schedule or whatever. But he sure wanted to make sure that we weren't there too long. And pretty soon the cop came over because we're like, no, we're not leaving. They didn't tell us we could leave. They told us not to leave. So we're waiting here until you get there. And he showed up and talked to them. They finally let us leave and go and get the other truck. And they
Yeah,
by
he
then
wanted
they
you.
had a trailer for us.
He wanted you out of the way, so he could talk to the cops and lay everything on you that it was all your fault. So the cops would rule in their favor, and you would have to pay for the truck.
And
Well,
your
see,
vehicle on the back of a trailer, that when you're not there, who's watching that car and trailer? Who's watching your vehicle?
Well, he would have
Right.
driven off in that car.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
we
Yeah,
would've-
yeah. You could have rode your car out of that. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he just wanted us to you know, if they had the fire out or whatever. As a matter of fact, I don't think he even wanted us to take the trailer and hook it to the car. I think he just wanted us. He was going to get us a whole new truck and trailer. But it was funny when we finally got a call from the insurance guy. I said, "This isn't going on the insurance I paid for, is it?" And he goes, "Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You know, it's travel insurance that you bought through U-Haul for your trip." And I said, "But this is not my fault, and this is not covered under the insurance I paid for because they never should have rented that truck." And
Correct.
this is what I think they were trying to cover up, is they never should have let somebody that didn't work for
Right.
U-Haul and wasn't insured by U-Haul even inside of that truck. That's what kind of shape it was in. And then they tried to turn around, and I told him, I said, if you put this on my rental insurance, we're going to have a problem, and I'm going to raise a stink about it, because U-Haul's insurance for their non-rented vehicles should cover that thing, because it should have never left there. And,
Right.
and I was the one who said it. It wasn't them saying it. I told them, you guys have no business renting this truck to anybody, because there's something wrong with it. You got lights coming on the dash. It's smoking and overheating. There's something wrong with this truck. And
Yep.
they didn't want to hear about it. Oh no, it'll
Yeah.
be fine. Just drive it over here and get another one.
Hey, did y'all see the video on that battery operated, that electric DeWalt zero turn lawnmower on fire
The one that caught on fire.
at the GIE at the expo last 2 weeks ago? I saw the video
At the expo.
at a brand new DeWalt. They were, I mean, DeWalt was there, Skag, I mean, companies from all over. This is the biggest event in the United States for lawn
I'd
equipment.
be saying, well, I ain't
and
buying
heavy
that one.
equipment. And the firemen, they use 5 huge extinguishers trying to put it out. The fire truck was there. Water didn't do no good. And they in all these toxic fumes with no mask or oxygen tank on them or nothing. Man, lithium ion is deadly toxin. Deadly. Especially when
Dale,
it's burning. And
Yeah,
man,
Dale, you get close to the screen. You might want to read that Anthony put on there.
Yeah.
spotty service records. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Oh, and they weren't doing their job. And they were trying to just kind of, trying to fan over the whole thing. Yeah,
They were doing a CA, cover your assets.
So they had to let it burn out, that zero turn, that battery electric mower. They had to let it burn out because they could not put that fire out.
That's what you see with a lot of those EVs, is once they catch fire, that's what has to happen.
You got to let them burn. Just like in Florida, after the storm, the hurricane, those cars went underwater. Salt water and all that batteries and stuff don't get along because salt water conducts electricity more than fresh water. And cars were igniting on fire on their own. People's garages burning their houses down.
I will say, Boo, I loved the battery or the suitcase type battery technology that they had for those rechargeable batteries, so that you could, they're easier to handle and you can recharge them and put them back in there, and have like a set of them and just swap them out.
In what?
They had like 5 or 6 of those in that DeWalt mower you were talking about, the zero turn.
Oh,
the battery systems were like a suitcase battery system.
A rack style. Yeah, you would have handled it, pull them out. Now some mowers are like that. Other mowers are no access.
I'd rather have it like that, though, where you could swap them out and put some on the charger and continue about your work.
Well, actually, you're supposed to charge them on the mower.
Yep. Now, Dale,
what's the point of them coming out like that then?
Service replaceable. Like if one goes bad, the mechanics or whatever you want to call them, technicians.
You aren't replacing the whole battery for the whole mower. You're just. I figured they.
They'll pull that tray out. They'll pull that suitcase of batteries out and just exchange it with that. But then you got very strong batteries with kind of not strong batteries. That got weakened.
Yeah, I thought the whole purpose was maybe you could take a couple of those and put them in a push mower or whatever.
Oh no, that's too big for a mower. Hell, some of those battery cases are the size of a deck on a push mower.
Yeah. Right. Now, Dale, one thing I was going to ask is, did you see the video I did about the Hart riding mower that Walmart's selling?
I did. And I wanted to ask you about that. Did I put a comment in there and ask you about the blade on it?
That I don't remember. I've slept a lot since then.
At least once. Because I had seen a couple of people saying that Hart was putting plastic mower blades.
That I didn't look at. Now, I guess next time I go to Walmart, if I think about it and I see it, I can go look. But I think it was metal blades. But my point about the whole thing was the price on it was way too expensive. And, I mean, it had a smaller cutting deck on it than the gas-powered one sitting zero turn that was sitting right next to it. And I'm going, it's not worth the money.
They must have just wanted to jump in the market early is what I was thinking.
Right. To me, I know Ego, now they've got one, which is made by Servon, which makes Flex and Cobalt, which everybody knows I like my Cobalt tools.
Sure. Sure.
But how much? I think what was it about 8? What was it? How much was that mower that we saw over there at Lowe's? That was the Ego. What was it? $12,000.
$12,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
About $12,000 for the Ego 56-volt riding mower, and it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 batteries.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
see,
buy a
Ego-
top of the line Exmark for that.
And Ego and Sunjo, those guys have been in it for a while. And
Right.
so, and even Ryobi, you know, and the prices for those mowers, those power,
Hey, Chef
battery
J3.
mowers is up there, man.
Hey, Chef
Yeah,
Scott.
but they're on point for what they have because they've been out there so long. That's
Right.
why.
But I see what I think what Mayor is really pointing at here is that the proportion between a power push mower or self-propelled mower versus a riding mower is kind of unproportional right now. I guess maybe that's because it's so new still.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the Cobalt 24-volt. Was it 20-inch push mower that's self-propelled?
Yeah.
When I went up buying that, it was, I think, $500. Okay. Now I do also have the 80-volt, which I've had for several years, and the only reason I went from the 80 and bought the 24 is, I've got the power, all the batteries and everything for 24-volt with all the power tools that I've got. And the main reason I switched from the 80 down to a 24, not only because I've got the batteries, is the fact is that the 24-volt batteries are a lot cheaper to purchase than an 80. Okay. Right now, if I wanted to go to Lowe's, I can buy just a 2-pack of 4-amp-hour batteries for $100. To go to Lowe's and buy an 80-volt 2.5-amp-hour battery, just one, $239.
That's
Well,
too
I mean,
much.
We're all
amp.
we're all old enough to realize that, you know, back it wasn't that long ago. It seems like the computers were like $4,000, you know, and now, you know, you could pick up $1,000, you can get a good gaming computer. So, you know, that's
not what like I got. I got for mine it was $1,800.
well, still that's
That's
a small that's still a small comparison to $4,000 to $8,000 for an Apple IIe with all of the goodies on it, right?
Right.
And
Now,
remember the monitors, you know, you get a decent monitor for a couple of few $100, you know, and they were $1,200 for the first color monitors that came out from Tandy. So hopefully that's going to happen with these larger 40, 60, 80 volt platforms. Are going to get more affordable here. Probably not before I can use one.
Yeah.
But they will.
Now, you're talking about that. I'll give you a good comparison. Okay. Like I said, I've got 1,800. I've got about 2,000 in between the computer, the monitor, and the camera. Okay. And that's for brand new. Okay. Now, mind you that my first computer that I went and bought from Best Buy, same place I've got this one from, that was almost $1,300, and that was for a 486 SX33, 100 meg hard drive, and it was 4 meg of RAM on 30-pin SIMs with a 1X CD-ROM, and it had both 3.5 and 5 1/4 floppy drives.
Well, I remember when
That's an old one. If they had 5 1/4 on it, that would be an old one.
well,
And those were the real floppies too. They were floppy. You could bend them.
Right, but what I'm saying is, for about that was like $1,200 for that at that time. Nowadays, if you were to try and
Oh
surf
hell
the
yeah!
internet with that computer, You'd be
10
going.
grand.
Oh, and it had a 14.4 dial-up modem.
Oh yeah, built in. Yeah.
Yeah, built in. Hey, backwoods. So think
Hey,
about what that would
Backwoods.
be like today.
The first computer I built, I think the first one I built, it wasn't the first one I worked on, but the first one I built for myself was a 286, and it was
Dang.
running at 20 megahertz. And I remember all my nerd computer friends saying, "Oh man, that thing's gonna burn itself out in no time at all. 20 megahertz, you can't put 20 megahertz through a 286 bus. It's gonna burn that thing up." Man, I had a 2400 baud modem, and all these guys came over to my house because nobody had ever seen a modem that fast before. Like 2400 baud, you're gonna slay the internet, bro. Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
even the internet then. It was billboard services. We used to call around to different
So
billboard services. or
instead
whatever.
of waiting 15 minutes to bring up to download a picture of a naked girl, it would only take 5 minutes.
That's right.
All right, now I'm gonna make myself big and give a good comparison. Okay. Now, this here is the remains of a Cobalt 2 amp hour, 80 volt battery.
Oh
So
Lord.
I got my tape measure here, just to tell you. This thing is like 4 3/4 inches in width, about 6.5, a little bit over 6.5, about 6 5/8 in length.
You might want to
And-
lift that up. Yeah, lift it up into the view of the camera just in case somebody's just viewing in. They're gonna look at where.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
So-
because down below thinks you're doing something else, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. You was making yourself proud of yourself, huh?
I thought he was bragging.
No, I don't need to brag.
Big as a beer can.
But it's like, okay, so like 3 1/4 inches in thickness and everything. And like I said, it's like 4.5, a little bit over 4.5 inches in width, lengthwise, a little bit over 6.5 inches. Okay.
You could swing
I
it
had,
around pretty good.
I had my ex-boss at the glass shop show me a hard drive that was bigger than this.
Yeah,
It was
that's right.
8 megs of memory. The hard drive was 8 megs, and it was bigger than this thing.
Dang. And now they're about like this. A laptop one is about like that, about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4.
It's about like that and about that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not even
No,
that thick.
I've had to replace the hard drive on my dad's computer like 3 times before he finally
Yeah, but
said,
if you go for a SSD, they're even smaller than that.
Oh yeah.
And they've come down so much in price now too, compared to
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. And you can get, I saw someone that was saying that they had one, 2 terabyte. And it's
you're talking a box twice the size of your cigarette box.
No,
Uh,
we're talking something about the size of this lighter.
Yeah.
You can have
I've
that
got a-
little.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Uh,
that's about the size of an SSD, and we're talking 2 terabytes.
Yeah, I've got a 2 terabyte M2 SSD in this computer here that I store all of my YouTube stuff on, and yeah, it's just like about twice the size of a stick of Wrigley's gum, maybe
Yeah.
less than that
Yeah.
even,
And
about the same thickness.
And the thing about with an SSD is it's so much faster than the old style
It
hard
is.
drive that sat there and spun.
All right.
And you don't have the mechanical. What you're really losing with the old hard drives. I used to tell my business customers, the dependability life, not the actual life, the dependability life for a mechanical hard drive is about 5 years. After that, it's not that you shouldn't rely on it anymore. It's just that you should have in your mind that the dependability phase or the dependability phase for business is over with for that hard drive, And you should start really making sure that you're doing your backups religiously and, have a good backup scheme and start thinking about the future when you're going to need to replace that hard drive, even if it hasn't gone out.
Hey Dale, look at the screen, look at the monitor.
I was thinking the same thing, Renegade. As soon as we was talking about, bringing took 15 minutes to load a picture of a naked girl and those old style computers. And then my father-in-law at the time, his computer was fast and it took like 10, 15 minutes. He could run the space shuttle on his computer. That's how powerful it was back then. But it was that dial-up that got you. The modem.
Oh, yeah.
Your computer is only fast as your modem. Okay. And nowadays, your computer, you can have the fastest computer in the world. Okay. Government quality stuff. It's only as fast as your internet.
Yep.
Can keep up.
You're deflecting a little bit, man. I think you're that internet relay chat guy, that IRC guy, right? From back in the day.
No, my father-in-law was a computer expert.
Yep.
And hey, my brother-in-law was a computer programmer. He still makes programs for computers, and he's over in Georgia.
Yep.
And he's got a company called RAD, R-A-D, RAD. RAD computer software.
Did you see
program.
The toolbox that we were talking about earlier that Dale brought up? The new.
Nope. I was going to ask about that earlier, but that's when Missy was beating up the stove and I had to mute myself.
Dale, can you please go and find that so we can bring it back up, please?
Yeah, let me get that up here. Here it is.
Gagin, you're going to like this. This thing, and the weird thing about it is I got the email from Harbor Freight today showing the new U.S. General Toolbox.
Okay. I don't know if I deleted my, I think I deleted mine by accident.
There you go.
Series 3. Is that the icon or?
No, that's U.S.
General.
That's right. You did say General.
Yeah.
What's the final delivery price on that?
They haven't said yet. They're only saying that right now they're going to be coming out by spring. And if you look at that, where you see the red and everything, that's what Dale and I are trying to figure out. That looks like it's the icon sitting right behind it.
I don't know.
See that red?
They're offset by about 2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's another box behind it. I see a caster.
Yeah.
On the bottom of the red one.
Yeah. But that right there looks like it's the icon sitting behind there.
Yeah.
Okay, Dale, did you do a tape? Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
You look
See the
at
caster down there?
Those are free floating lockers for the U.S. General. The icon has one huge caster underneath their lockers.
There's two of them. We already figured that out. There's 2 of them.
I know, but what I'm saying is those are free floating. There's nothing supporting them except putting them on the deal. The icon has a caster underneath it, so that is at least that is the icon behind it.
Yeah.
It has to
I
be
really, in my humble opinion, I don't care for that. I wouldn't mind it if they gave it to me. But you see how the drawers are situated? It's all locker. It's all locker, and hardly no drawers. Now it depends on the cost of it. You could buy a bottom unit, the biggest icon they got, and then the top unit for about what? I'm talking about a regular box, not the big icon like that. You could spend about, I forget, $1,500, and you get a lot more drawers and all that. That doesn't have a lot of drawers. To me, it doesn't. A lot of space for hand tools and all that.
Right. Now, Gagin, you also got to consider if Dale will scroll in to where it says the U.S. General Series 3 sign, you can see.
It's a little bit fuzzy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit fuzzy, but if you look there, that on the right-hand side, it shows where you can have a top box on there. That right there on the right, you're going to be able to get the top box, and then the one on the left is another one, but that one on the left, it looks like it's going to be the 56 inch. Because what they're doing is they're doing this not only on, like, the big picture is showing the 72 inch US General, but
Yeah.
they're getting it all set up to where it's going to be the 44, 56, and 72 inch. But you see there on the right, it's showing like the 72 inch top box along with the bottom, the box and everything.
And a side cabinet.
And the side, no, it's the side locker.
Yeah, a locker, and then the left one has a side cabinet
Right. And
on the left of it.
That looks
now,
like a drawer. That looks like a drawer bank, doesn't it?
It kind of does.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's-
small
that's-
drawer bank. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cabinet like what I've got. Because on my toolbox, I've got the cabinet on the left and I've got the end locker on the right. But thing about it is, Cajun, that end locker is going from 16 inch to 22 inches in width.
Oh, okay. A lot
Plus,
more room.
right. But they're also saying that they're going deeper on everything.
Okay.
Now,
You know what?
Dale?
You know what? Another thing I noticed about the Silhouette here is if you look at the casters for all of these, it looks like the 72 is going to be the only one that has that that suspension caster.
the 56 looks like it might be that. Actually, they looks like
It's hard
the
to tell.
56. That 56, which is right there to the left of that 72 on the right hand side of the screen. No, the next one over to the right.
To the right. The other
right.
right. Right there.
That looks like it's got that same kind of caster system.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
those
thought this
two.
was,
That one and the big one to the right has the same casters, it looks like.
I thought this was the 72 in Silhouette right here. This
It
is
might
the 56, and this is the 44, and that's the 26.
Maybe. And well, it might be just a 72 because how wide and everything it is. That might be the reason why they are doing it on the 50 or the 72.
Yeah. It takes heavy duty casters for a big toolbox like that because you can put a lot of weight in those toolboxes.
You can.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember if somebody out there, please put it in the comments if the current 72-inch US General has the spring suspension casters on it, because I don't remember seeing that, just on the icon, not on US General. But I think what I was telling Boo was that although the single bank cart is not marked as a Series 3,
Right.
and they're not selling it as a Series 3, if you buy one, your receipt will say it's a Series 3. And so I think we can go by those kind of prices to
Dale?
maybe estimate what this is going to be.
Right.
Dale,
Dale,
I need
I'm
your
looking-
email.
Okay, Dale, I'm looking at Harbor Freight right now, and on the 72-inch Series 2, it does show that they've got the suspension style casters.
It does. Okay, well,
It
there
does.
you go.
So they're sticking with that. So evidently it's because of being how wide the box is and probably how heavy.
It can hold a heck of a bunch of weight. Boo,
Right.
my email is blindguycan@gmail.com.
But yeah, I mean they've got it on the 72-inch. So it is like that.
Check that
But
56 too.
But they don't have it on the 56.
All right. But they got a bigger caster on it, because you can see in the Silhouette here, it's got a bigger caster than the 44 and the 26.
Oh yeah. But with them and can you scroll out to the big size, please?
Yeah.
Because I want to show Boo those two drawers I was talking about that are set up for having electrical for batteries and stuff like. Yeah, you see those two drawers right there, Boo? Those right there is where you can put your power tools and charge them. He's not even listening. Oh, he's muted.
I guess we were boring.
No, I guess we gotta wait till he comes back where we can hear him.
See, I was real excited about it, man. That's all kinds of cool news coming out of SEMA about it, huh?
Yeah. And I'm hoping that I'm one of the few channels out there that are talking about it. I mean, I know that, like I said, I know Jeff from Dental Tools. Okay, he was actually at the SEMA show. That's how I found out about it. And I appreciate him for putting the thing out. It was like, as soon as I found it, I was like, boom, I had to watch the video. I was like, hold it, I got to put something out there about this. And I actually called Jeff. And he was still at SEMA.
What would be really cool, and we may still get to see it, is what I am hoping to see is what they're going to do with the trusty old 5-drawer, because they listened so well when it came to that Braun light that here's what I think they're going to do is that the latch lock mechanism for the drawers that's on the back of the 44-inch,
right,
or that 46-inch, whatever that single bank is, I think that they're going to do that with the 5-drawer cart instead of the 2 spring-loaded deals on there. I think they're going to do that on. I bet you they do that on the 5-drawer cart, and I bet what they also do is integrate the Series 3 latch release that goes along the whole length of the drawer, like is on the single bank as well. I bet you those are at least 2 of the things that you're going to see on the next generation of the mechanical tool cart.
Which latch you talking about? You talking about, like, say, if you open the top, then the drawers are free to open? If the top's closed, the drawers can't open?
Yeah, instead of having 2 of those, if you look at the new single bank, there's a little bit of space back there, a little shelf, and there's a latch that you can flip one way or the other to lock or unlock the drawers.
Okay,
so that you can put the top down on the till and still use the drawers. So I'm betting that they're probably going to put something like that on the 5-drawer. And then the that release that you always grab the wrong side of the drawer to release it because of that stubby little latch that's on it.
Yeah.
I'm betting that they're going to do like the single bank and have that kind of checkered latch that goes along the entire length of the drawer handle, so that wherever you grab the drawer handle from, you'll be able to slide it aside. It'll still be spring loaded, but you can slide it aside to open the drawers.
Okay.
Because that is one of the most annoying things about the 5-drawer cart is grabbing the drawer.
All the way down here to get it.
Well, you always grab it in the center and pull on it. And then you're like,
but the latch is always off to the right.
And or it's on the top 2 drawers on the left. It's on the left side, and it's like Newton's law or something. It's like you always go to the wrong side first to grab the latch, and then So
that's,
imagine
that's not Newton. That's Murphy.
Murphy's law, right?
Yeah. If it can go wrong, it will. That's what you're talking about. Okay, that's
exactly.
When I want to make
well, Newton.
and I want
to kick Murphy in the butt for that one.
You want what color?
Said mine is. I want to make a blanket that is blue based. I turn and look. I cannot find blue. Any other day of the week, I can find 30 different blues up here. But the one time I want that color, it's not there. That's Murphy's law.
Yeah,
that's right. I want to kick Murphy in the butt. What can go wrong will go wrong. He deserves
and he's made a lot of stuff go butt over teeth.
And you were talking about. I don't know if this is how you use it. You were talking about using your side tray of the cart to put your stuff on that you're working on when you're knitting. When I was a kid, my mom crocheted and knitted a lot, and we were always doing this thing, holding her yarn for her.
Because you had these.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
it's like, come on, Mom, we want to go outside. It's like, no.
Yeah. You would be holding it like this. I can't completely undo it because I've got that cardboard tag.
That was an old guy kid job. for you,
Huh?
you youngster. That's an old guy kid job when we were kids that you had to do that. Kids probably don't know anything about that now, but
Oh yeah,
that
my son does.
that youngster Anthony GM85 Green Man out there, he wouldn't know about stuff like that. He's just a kid.
See, my son is 18 and he knows very well if mom says sit down and hold it. He's going to sit down and hold it.
Boy, and you better not let more than one line of yarn slip off of there at a time. And don't call it string either. You better not ever call it string.
I remember when Mom used to take, it came in a ball, and we'd hold our hand up. We grabbed the tag in, the end of the yarn here, and then she would wrap it around our arm.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do that with
Crystal untangle all that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Dale. Now, you probably know how
All
to
that
do
behind
this.
her is yarn.
So okay, you're gonna have to help walk me through this since I'm not that familiar. How can I go and share one of my own videos for this stream?
You can just open a tab in your browser, and when you find a link for the video, instead of clicking on it, right click it and tell it to open it in a new window instead of playing it in another tab, and then just share it like you would any other things. There's a
Is
share
your
button.
YouTube side up right now, Mater?
Yeah, I've got
Okay,
it.
go to it. Go to it.
I've
And
got
hit
it.
the share button on the bottom right of the screen.
Okay.
you know-
If I do that, I've already got it. Start copying. Hang on.
No, if you
I
see
know.
the share, click it.
Okay, I've clicked on that. Do I copy?
Yeah, just hit copy. Okay, and it's gonna say copy.
Okay.
Now, where you want to do that at? Your community page? And that's
No,
your
I want
community
to put
page.
it up here. I want to
Yeah.
put it on the live stream.
I have a community tab.
Okay, good.
I have less than 120 subscribers and I have a community tab.
I had to get 800 for a community tab.
Keep checking on it daily because they are giving them out to everybody.
You should just be once you have the video playing, Mayor, you should
Right.
just be able to on your console there that where you're seeing everybody's comments and stuff. You should have a share screen button.
No, it's underneath. He already. You want to share screen?
Yeah, I want to share a screen.
Oh, you do
It's
that
the
from
buttons
the
below
StreamYard side.
below all of our pictures. There's a share screen. Click on that,
Yeah.
and then
I
share
don't-
screen.
It says present at the bottom of the StreamYard.
Present. Okay.
Present. Yeah, they renamed it instead of share screen. They renamed it present.
It does say present. I'm sorry. Yeah, Boo's right. And then share screen, and then there's a tab up there that you can
Right.
see all the different ones you have open.
I thought you wanted to
There we
share
go.
your live YouTube
There you
stream.
go.
Okay. Now,
There you
Dale,
go.
this is I'm gonna play it. So this is what I was talking about. Let me.
Of course, Canada Harbor Freight, and they happen to have a new end locker. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is that they've got a little bit more on where it will attach to the side of the box. And the complaint was that it was bending too much. So what I'm looking at is right inside here. I don't know how good it's going to show up, but they've actually got a stronger plate. They've actually put in.
Oh yeah, so it wouldn't get
I
flex,
mean, it's
right?
going to make it, a lot
Mhm.
sturdier.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that gets me.
See, Dale.
It's got
Ah.
1, 2. There's 3. There's 4. Oh, these are rivet nuts that are inset on top of it.
See now, Dale. Now up like this. I talked to Jeff, and Jeff had actually talked to his contact at Harbor Freight, and their excuse was, "Oh, well, we're doing that with the new one so we can get them painted."
Oh well, that makes sense, but it's interesting. I thought you meant they were on the side for mounting to
No.
the side of the
No, they're on
cabinet.
top. Right, but here's my question: why would you want to come up with another process in the manufacturing when the way you were painting them before didn't require these and everything. You had no problem getting them painted beforehand.
Yeah,
Might
yeah,
have
the
did.
old ones.
That's why they did that.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the thing that I'm talking about is here they've got the these insert nuts and everything, but yet they weren't there like on what I've got, but yet they were able to fit them with no problem.
Right.
but
That's
but
the
if
thing that
if
I was
if
talking about is having these. So say you had two of them on the 56-inch or the 72. Does that mean they're going to have that top
top locker, top box,
The
right?
top. Okay. The
and
top
and
hood.
it's like this. They are, from what I understand, they are coming out with that.
And
And
that's going to screw to that top hutch or
Yep.
whatever. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It'll go to that end locker right there. But
Sure.
now with the Series 3, that might be something that they might do away with because the end locker now they've got is not only wider, but it's taller. So they may still wind up now. They didn't show the top of the box, but they may still go to that with having this right here and having the top go above the hutch and everything, still kind of like the Icon.
Yeah, I agree with you because even the handle that opens on those the pictures that we have of that Series 3, the handle for the side locker looks more Icon-esque than it does US General-esque.
Right.
So if you ask me, I think they're gonna it looks like they're redoing the whole thing.
Right. I mean, the US General Series 3, it looks like a rebranded Icon almost from the get-go. I mean,
And
yellow but
I'll tell you what else I'll be happy to see is that I bet you anything that on the new Series 3, we're going to see tabbed drawer slides on it instead of the riveted that we're seeing right now on Series 2.
Yep.
Which is going to be that's another big improvement. It's already on the single bank. And it's so funny because the single bank, is he's kind of a weird guy out there. It's like, but wait a minute, we've got Icon and we've got US General and we've got Yukon. What is this weird US General guy here that doesn't match anything else in US General? It's a Series 3. So we could probably get a lot of ideas about other things that are coming in the Series 3 just from that.
Right. Now, one thing I will say, Dale, we're going to have to be watching for Jeff because he did say, he didn't say it, but he did put it in writing and everything, I believe, on his video from earlier today. He will be getting more information, more video as far as what's coming out.
Yeah.
So,
you know what to watch?
He's going to have it out there.
I bet you if you watch, they're going to, I bet you they, what do you call it, premiere view the new Daytona jack color because the professional jack that started with yellow, then they came out with that kind of orange and the candy apple red. They had a on their Facebook page, Harbor Freight had like a little contest thing, which color do you like? And they had 4 choices. And it looks like to me, everybody's leaning for the plum crazy purple color is what my guess that it's going to be. But a couple of other ones were pretty close. I think there was like a black one that has like red highlights. It's pretty spiffy looking, but I bet you they're going to premiere it at SEMA and Jeff's going to get pictures of it.
Hey, if they come out with something plum crazy, that's
where at, Dale? Where at, you said?
SEMA.
SEMA.
SEMA in Vegas?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with SEMA.
It's going on right now. They found everything out because Jeff put the video up earlier.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine is a big shot. He produces the SEMAs.
Well, Jeff came from
He lives in Vegas.
Yeah, well, like I
Jeff
said,
lives there.
You hit the like
Jeff
button.
is out there at SEMA right now, and he put the video out showing it with the Harbor Freight rep. And like I said, the way Jeff was putting it, like I said, I can't. I'd have to go back and look at the video and everything again. I can't remember if it was in the comments or if it was something he said or if it was what the rep and everything had said, that there's more to be coming out. But he said, you know, of course, now, when that picture you brought up, Dale, it does look like it's for the 26, 44, 50, the 56 inch and send me 2.
Sure.
It looks like all that is all getting revamped. And yeah, I kind of agree, Renegade. Well, in a way, the Yukon needs to stay around because right now, if you look at the power tools, you've got Chicago Electric, Bauer, Hercules. So with their tool selection, you need the Yukon, US General, Icon. The good, better, best.
Good, better, best, right?
Yeah, same line.
You know what else I'm going to kind of predict here as well is that and this is really far-fetched too. There's no reason whatsoever to believe this, but I just kind of got an itch about it. Is I really think that Harbor Freight's going to come out with a pink U.S. General.
Blech.
Oh yeah, it's going to cater to the girl side or the feminine side of the guys.
Well, it's a smart move. It's a smart move because, you know, just the political atmosphere going towards that kind of thing.
The
But
feminine side of the guys. Yeah.
right now, I just
And
did.
and see, if they come out to the pink, they also need to come out with a purple. Now, I will even take the lighter color purple. I'm fine with that. But pink, the only reason I am working with pink yarn is because it was requested.
Yeah.
Have
Uh-oh.
other,
Well, who
other
they
stuff.
gonna sell a purple box to? Barney the freaking dinosaur?
Yeah, like I said, she would go.
Hey.
She would go to Plum Crazy.
I know. I'm making a joke.
I'll be honest. If I could have 5 full in here, I would clean all this out, and I would have half my stash would be in those banks.
As serious as this world is, this country is right now, and all that, we need a little laughter in our lives.
Now,
I guarantee told you that if they were to come out with a Plum Crazy U.S. General color, it would probably be as popular as the gray and black is.
And the green.
People are crazy about it.
Hey, I would have no problem with Plum Crazy, considering the fact that was one of the colors that Chrysler came out with. Now,
yeah, it's true.
Great
Yeah.
color.
But now I know
They had the purple Barracudas. Remember those? The plum, whatever Barracudas. I remember those.
Now the one color I know Crystal didn't like, because I can't remember which. I think Plymouth called it Panther Pink, and I think Dodge called it Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
Red
that was.
Mill. The old red gin mill.
It was a fuchsia pink.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'd be that they go that crazy with it, but it's a good move because when I was at Lowe's, I was looking at the pink box, and I started gathering some information about it when I got home. And they have that. Remember the old Craftsman 3-tier mater that had a top box, that had a middle box with 2 drawers, and then a bottom box with several drawers?
I've still got my dad's Powercraft like that from Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, a lot of people made it. Pink Box is still releasing that thing, and it's like over $2,000 or something like that. It's a ridiculous price for it. I'm like, man, if U.S. General made a pink toolbox, it'd just be crazy how many people would buy it. I bet.
No.
Now, Tractor Supply's got pink camo hats for girls with Tractor Supply on them. And then girls buy them.
That's nothing. I was over at I'm trying to remember the name of that store, but it's Atwood's, and they actually had pink camo boots.
Mhm.
And I know, and Crystal knows
Atwood Boots.
but Crystal knows who I'm talking about.
Thanks.
I know someone that I used to work with. I sent her a message telling her about it. She goes, "Do they have them in my size?" I mean, she's a country girl, okay? I told her about them, and she goes, "Do they have them in my size? I want some."
Atwood makes the outdoors line.
Yeah,
Also,
well,
and
but I know.
Walmart handles Atwood, or used to.
Right. No, Atwoods it's a store like Tractor Supply but bigger. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean that's the name of it. It's called Atwoods Outdoors
Oh,
or whatever. But it's
okay.
kind
I
of like
thought you were talking about the. But do they handle the brand Atwood?
no.
or
I'm
no?
saying
Okay.
it's the store name is Atwoods.
I know, but do they handle the brand name Atwood in the store?
They
or no?
probably do.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't really paid attention, but all I know is they had some pink camo hunting boots, and she wanted a pair.
Because Atwood makes a lot of stuff, a lot, and I'm pretty sure they have enough to open their own store.
Right. Well, like I said, it's the fact that Atwoods is kind of like your Tractor Supply, but bigger, much bigger. I mean, they carry almost the same kind of stuff, but Tractor Supply don't carry ammo. Well, some do, but this one here's got a whole bunch. I mean, you could take the Tractor Supply I got here in town, square footage wise, ×2, and it still wouldn't fit inside the Atwoods.
There would be room for more.
Atwoods,
more.
Atwoods is kind of a really. They have some cool stuff in there. It's like the poor boys Buc-ee's or something. You know, they got cool eats in there and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
they've got Coleman race carts in there.
Yep.
You know, little kid
Really?
racing carts, go-karts. Yeah, they
Wow.
got all kinds of stuff in there that you just don't see other
Tractor
places.
Supply handles the Coleman brand too, with Chinese motors on them. Imagine that.
Well, geez, Dale, where can we go? Do you know of a store around that carries a lot of Chinese gas engines? That's not a lot of money.
There's one called Harbor Freight that does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. The Coleman line, Kohler's is on the Coleman line.
Yep.
Bike,
That's
mini
what I was
bikes
gonna
and all
say. I
that is
thought-
Kohler's.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what it was. It's like, no, I was thinking Honda. It's not Honda, but it's something just about as good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
They have Kohler.
They got other stuff with
Oh,
Chinese engines at Harbor Freight, but Coleman's got Kohler's on it.
Right.
It was my mistake.
Well, you know what? Usually I go 2 hours on my live streams, and here I'm going on almost 3.5 hours.
You're in the afternoon though, not at night.
Yeah, usually I'm on,
It's 7:30 at night now, almost.
Yeah, I know. But
Well, hey, Ed's not going live, so hey.
Yeah, I know, but I still gotta watch how many hours because my time hasn't rolled over yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You only got 25
I
hours.
still have.
StreamYard.
Yeah, well, usually I have about 3 hour leeway, and I'm definitely gonna be pushing it for this month because.
Sweetheart, you know that you can do a live stream on mine, and the destination can go to your channel instead of mine.
Well, wait a minute. If y'all using the same computer and all that, because I tried that. And
No, he would have
didn't
to.
work.
He would have to use my Chromebook, and that would not really.
You have a totally different email address and all that on it? Oh, okay. All right. No, I mean.
My Chromebook is a POS. That's exactly what it is.
No, but I mean, how's your internet? Are you plugged in? Are you using the Wi-Fi or whatever from the same modem?
Yeah. But if he takes my Chromebook and goes in the bedroom and goes in under my name, he can hook it into his channel and just have the destination there and bring people up. So, my Chromebook is really crappy quality.
If you're using his internet service, on your Chromebook? No,
Yeah.
it's all tied into one. Your
Probably.
StreamYard is gonna be if he's got an hour left, your Chromebook's gonna show an hour left of StreamYard.
No, because
Because
she's got her own account with a different email.
Yeah, I've
it
got
don't
my
matter.
own.
Y'all using the same internet. Y'all got the same IP address.
Should
Yes. Yeah,
her email
I tried
is
it.
totally-
I tried it already. A while back when I had my other computer, the computer on the over there where I used to go live from, stream from, and I was running low on StreamYard. I wasn't paying for it at the time. I came over here on the Missy's laptop, and under her YouTube and all that, and it showed the same StreamYard because it's hooked up to the same internet.
Well, we can always
IP address is what makes it do that.
But
Well-
anyway, I do need to shut this down because usually I run about 17 to 17 and a half hours a month being free and everything. Yeah, this definitely going to be cutting into the little extra time frame.
No, not really. You know why? Because your last stream, you can have 10 minutes left of StreamYard time, and you can go 5 hours, and they
I
won't
know.
cut you
I
short.
know.
So that's how you do that one.
Agent, I've got 2 weeks before it renews.
Yeah, okay.
So I kind of got to watch how much longer.
Yeah, but like I said, your last one.
Oh yeah, I know. But usually
24/7, Mater.
do what?
24/7.
Yeah,
No,
there you go.
now, if I was still paying for StreamYard, it wouldn't matter like I was doing a while back. But now since, because I only stopped paying for it because I wasn't going over 20 hours a month. I got to the point where it's like, no, I'm not, going over 20 hours.
Oh,
Why pay for something I'm not getting the use out of?
Yep.
So I just, save myself that $240.
Well, before you sign out, I wanted to thank you for
Hi,
having me
Dancing.
on, Mater. It was good fun.
Yep. Well, hey,
That's
Dale,
okay.
I appreciate-
We want to keep you backstage for a little bit anyway.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dancing.
so don't go anywhere yet.
Yeah, backstage don't count on stream time.
No, it don't.
Nope.
But I will say this, online and everything, where everybody can. Dale, hey, I appreciate you coming up. I've been wanting to have you come up for a long time. My only problem is I have not had a way of getting a hold of you. And I will say this. I want to thank Ed, the old tech guy, for giving me your email address. That way I can be able to send it to you.
Yeah, I think I've got that email. I just couldn't remember what it was. I knew it wasn't under Dale, put it that way.
Right. But the fact is that, like I said, hey, I've been wanting to have him come up. That way we can talk about Harbor Freight because I think that's about the only thing Dale knows about.
Let's go live on
Good enough to
mine
know.
at 8 o'clock. How's that sound? Y'all gonna join me at 8?
I'll watch you. I know that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can do
I
that.
want people in the panel.
Well, him. You can have him.
Oh, okay.
If Dale wants to go, if he's not too busy.
Yeah, you want to come up in the panel?
Oh, man, my wife's already been in here yelling at me. I got to go take medicine.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to shut this down, but I want to I want to say, hey, I appreciate everybody that's been here. Like I said, especially for having Dale first time. So next time he won't be a virgin on my panel.
I'll make up new lies for next time.
And
Okay,
even though I
Dale.
had to come
I had
back.
Dale in my stream, in my panel one time.
Yeah, well, I've never had him on panel. Now I've seen him in chat, but never had him up on panel. But I will say that, like I said, Dale, I'm glad to have you. Hopefully, you'll be coming back more often. Don't be a stranger, especially on Tuesday nights, because I know I haven't been seeing you there. But like I said, I want to get it out there, talking about the new U.S. General Toolbox as far as what's been out, and I'm glad Dale was able to find the picture of it and be able to share it and everything. That really shows a lot right there. And hopefully, as soon as and with the person I contacted today from Harbor Freight, who's one of the managers, he said, yeah, he will be trying to get me in contact with the right people dealing with the U.S. General. That way I could be kept in the loop and everything. And let's just say I might be the first one to have one of those toolboxes to be able to show it.
That'd be cool.
I know, because like I said, I told him to, yeah, I know I'm a small channel compared to some of the other ones, but hey, you got to start somewhere.
You do. That'd be a great place to start.
Right. And something like this, hey, I'm always showing whenever I buy a new tool, hey, I'm showing everybody what I've got. I'm proud of them too. And like I said,
and you show the new tools you bought too.
Right. And the thing about it is, hey, I've shown the Harbor Freight everything, U.S. General Pittsburgh stuff that I buy. Well, if it ain't Pittsburgh, I do have Doyle.
I love Doyle. Great brand.
Right. I like them. I'm getting them more like them. What's the next step up over Pittsburgh?
The Quinn.
I can't see myself spending like $2 or $3 extra bucks just for basically the same thing.
No. When they first came out with Quinn, when they just had the sockets that you could buy and the ratchets were separate, it looked very much like Tekton, but that kind of went away. They're coming out with a lot more Quinn, and it doesn't look as good as what the first one did.
All right. Well, let me shut this down. Dale, don't go anywhere, please. Sure. So we're going to shut this down. So, Dale, I'm going to have you say your goodbyes and everything.
Well, okay. Everybody, thanks for coming and checking it out. And I know that not everybody's cup of tea is Harbor Freight, but sure appreciate you sticking around. Appreciate seeing Boo here and Mater for having me. And I'll be back. Take care, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Cajun?
All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all. Blue top. Later.
Right. Crystal, I'll let you.
Bye, guys.
Yep. I appreciate everybody's been here. Like I said, I know normally I'm not live on Tuesday. Cajun's going to be going live here in, I guess, about 30 minutes or so. Give him a chance to get some more coffee in him and go lean off the dock. That way he can go get the stream and everything set up.
And get some
I started the stream.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
I created a new stream. I got a title and the time at 8 o'clock. So it started. So I got 30 minutes, and it don't take me but 5 minutes to do behind the scenes what I do. The monetization and all that other stuff takes about 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, you still got time to go lean off the dock before it starts. Then
I did that about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you go do it again. You had too much coffee.
No, I got Powerade, baby, right here. Look here, Powerade, made with Louisiana Kentwood water.
All right, I appreciate everybody here, and like I said, I appreciate having Dale up for his very first time. Like I said, he's not going to be a virgin on the next one. And so y'all have a good evening, and I guess 30 minutes we'll be seeing you over at Cajun's. So till then, y'all stay safe and God bless.
Bye, Mark.